And we're live again. I made a little bit of snafu because I'm who I am, and now we are live. All you cool cats and pretty little kitties out there who are listening in the chat. I don't see anybody in there as of yet, but hopefully there'll be people coming on. People on the panel. We got it seems like a full house. Oh, we got 8 current viewers. Fantastic. Yeah, we're here with a full house. Once again, a full house. I'm very happy. We have a great theme. A theme that was basically formulated by the chat and the artist more than myself. I've only added one little thing. And let me go back to the panel so I can look at what we're doing. Yeah, so we have. Let me first go through the theme tonight. Tonight we're going to do the Witchblade. However, there's a caveat to that. It's the Witchblade on Disney princesses, and however they want to do it. The artist will pick a princess. There's a whole bunch to choose from. Hope they don't double up, but if they do, they do. And then there's one little tweak that I want to put on it as a twist, a little twist-a-roo. That would be putting a cartoon character from the Disney pantheon in there somewhere, somehow, with the princess, who will again be with the Witchblade. Now the artists have started because I got a false start there, and then they started in. I said that they would have till after 10 after to get it done, and we will do that 10 after unless they're really close and maybe give it a few more minutes. Sorry about the false start. You had to be hanging there for 5 minutes, but it happens. Tonight was an interesting night for me, and the day was also kind of had some adventures. It's my day off, so I went out and did errands and got stuff done, and yeah, it was out there amid the woo. I was traveling around the valley. All right, let's go down the panel. Tonight we're not going to have Matthew, I guess, because we have a full panel, and that's very nice. Wonderful artists that come out, and I'm glad to see them. I think I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to take some suggestions because when I get suggestions from you, it seems that to pique the interest of people to watch and actually pay attention to my tweet. No, I didn't put the tweet out. I'm sorry about that. If you want to do that right now, that'd be fantastic. I know you're busy doing your art, or somebody in the chat could do that. Put a tweet out about what's going on here. That would be great. I'm a slacker. Of course, I'm a Gen Xer, so I have to be a slacker. Okay, then going down to panel. I'm talking too much. It's like I have taken an energy drink, which I have not. I don't do that. But trying to keep myself going. Armor on. I've been white boxed on him right now, and he is doing. Who is it again?
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas. Anything you want to shill while you're here? At the very first.
No, nah. I haven't been doing much lately.
All right.
This last week I've just been pretty slack.
Oh, okay. The Pocahontas with the Witchblade, and we're moving down the panel to a dreaded dinosaur. That would be Eric Hansen. Who are you?
Yes.
Oh, I know who you're doing. It's obvious right now. He's doing Cinderella.
Cinderella. I am
Cinderella
drawing
with the Witchblade.
Cinderella.
Yep. Fantastic. And looks good, man. Anything you want to show before we move on down the panel?
Yeah, head on over to erichodson.com, ERIKHODSON. Click on the Buy Prints link and help me pay my rent this month.
Do that, man. You do commissions, correct?
Absolutely, sir.
All right, and so does Armoron, I believe. So if you
Yeah.
guys want to get some great art, and for whatever use you want to do it, put it on your wall, or if you want to use it for promotional of something, or just for fun to have it. It's always fun to have art either in your possession or as a file that you can use for whatever. Yeah. Let's move on down to Humble Marty. Humble Marty, who are you doing today?
Oh, pretty good.
Who are you doing? I know you're always good, Marty. You're awesome. What's your,
I hear
what's
I
your
hear
character? What's your
I hear
character,
double.
Humble? Snow White. Snow White. I guess. All right, she's doing Snow White. Fantastic. Are you gonna have some dwarves, or what are we doing? Are you thinking about dwarves? Are you thinking about the huntsman, or about the queen with the apple? What are you doing? Croc. Okay.
Hey, does somebody have the stream going on in the background? Because I hear double.
I think that's Bradley, Mr. Zach Bradley.
I do not. I don't have anything going on in the background.
Who's got the family going on, or the roommates.
Well, it's not just the family. It's just that I hear the stream going on in the background too. So I hear you twice.
Well, I don't know. That's not. I don't hear any of that. So
I'm not hearing that either. That might be your equipment, man.
yeah, I don't know. I don't hear any of that. But anyway, Illustrator Monk is here. Fantastic. Who are you doing, man?
I'm doing Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell. All right, Tinkerbell. I've never considered her a princess, but we'll go with it because she is kind of sexy, even though she's really, really small.
She was originally in the princess lineup,
Oh, really? Okay.
but they removed her so they could do her own little series.
Well,
She was in the original princesses.
fantastic. All right, Tinkerbell with the Witchblade. That should be interesting. Let's see what comes about with it. Moving down the who do we have? Jay, and who's Jay?
Is that me?
Yeah, what's your name? 'Cause all I see is Jay.
Oh, the red robot.
Oh, Red Robot. All right. Well, who are you doing, man?
I am doing a Princess Jasmine with the Witchblade.
Oh, fantastic. Princess Jasmine. That'll be good to see. I forgot to ask Humble, is there anything you wanna show? No? She wants to show her books and her webcomic. It's wonderful. And then we'll talk about it at the end if she she's the one who's making all the racket in the background. I get it now. Dogs or something. Illustrator Monk, anything you have coming up?
I'd promote New Age Ninja Corps.
New Age Ninja Corps?
I have prints on there. If you want to see me do more stuff with the Rags team, buy stuff from me.
Do so. Rags is one of my favorite books, actually. In
Hey,
production.
Dylan.
Is that you, Josh?
What's me?
Is that you making noise?
I'm in a noise. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And Red Robot, is there anything you want to promote?
Not at the moment. This past week, I was basically finishing up a bunch of client work, and I finally have a little free time to do some of my own stuff.
Okay. And you do commissions and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Illustrator Monk does do commissions, but he's in hot demand right now, so get him when he says he's open. Phil Connect, who are you doing right now?
I'm doing that gypsy girl from that one with the hunchback.
Oh, the
God
Hunchback.
damn it.
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
Yeah.
That was what I was gonna do.
Well,
But you can do it too.
Oh, yay.
Cartagena. All right, well, that's cool. Anything you want to show right now?
No, I'm
No.
topless right now. I don't want to show anything.
Shill.
Oh, shill.
Pimp. Promote.
No, not
Boaster,
right now.
bump.
I'll shill some other time.
All right, he does have books on Amazon. Just go look for Phil Connect, and they'll pop up. He also has he does commissions too, so think about it. And then we have Josh Spencer from Down Under, like Armor on. Both are Aussie otters. Who are you doing now that it's not Esmeralda?
Well, is it not Esmeralda?
I don't know. You can do dueling Esmeraldas. That's fine.
I guess. I don't know. That was the first one. I was looking through Disney Princesses. And that was the first one that.
I just want to make sure you guys realize this is not like fully covered to on model Disney princesses. This has to be sexy. Just remember, just make them recognizable but sexy with the Witchblade, because the Witchblade has to be sexy. That's how it is. If you guys remember the medieval Witchblade, yeah, baby. All right, anything you want to show there, Josh?
Just working on commissions.
Working on commissions. Why are you speaking through a barrel?
We're not clear.
Oh no, we're clear.
Clear as mud.
Well,
Yeah, you're a little muffled, buddy. It's like you got a pillow over your head. Somebody trying to like smother you?
I don't know.
That's
Is it better now?
Much better. Much
Okay,
better.
I unplugged and replugged in my headphones.
I see.
So that's what happened.
Yeah, it worked. Did a good job. Moving down the line, we got Daniel Vega of the Tech Corner. Danny Vegas, as we call her. Who are you doing today?
Kira from Atlantis.
Atlantis. Fantastic. She was a cute little thing. Anything you want to show? You do commissions, correct?
I do commission work. I do both safe work and not safe for work. You can DM me at the Tech Corner on Twitter and Instagram.
Fantastic. Yeah, and he does great work. He's got a fetish for elves, but other than that, you probably can get him to do something else if you really push him hard. Moving down the line. Down to Zachary Bradley. Who are you doing, my friend? Zach?
Sorry, was muted. I've been talking to myself, I guess, this whole entire time. I was going to do Snow White, but that's taken. So I think I'll do... I don't know.
How about Aurora?
No, because that's my wife's favorite, so it's weird.
Oh. You got Belle.
Yeah.
You got. You
Weird
got
can be
Ariel.
cool.
I could do Belle. Her costume is really boring.
Make it
Yeah,
unboring.
do Belle, and then draw the Beast as the darkness next to her.
Oh,
That would be badass, actually. And if you do a Belle, it's because her color's yellow. Make her
You're welcome.
the Witchblade golden. If you got the time.
Hey, there's a possibility for anything.
I'm just saying. Zach was on the stream I was on a little bit ago. He caught a little bit of the bang tangle that I had with some people or some person. Sorry about that, Zach.
Still love you. Still love you. I have no idea what it was about. I just came in.
Yeah, it's as usual within comics. It's mainly about nothing that we can really change. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah.
No, I think that some of the Top Cow stuff from the early 2000s was probably some of my favorite comic books.
They did good work. They really did. Top Cow was.
Is somebody doing Pocahontas?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, that's me.
That's Armor on. He beat you to it.
Yeah,
All the good ones to take.
Because I think I have almost the full original run of The Darkness in my collection.
Let's see. I can give you a list of Disney princesses. Let's look.
Is anyone doing? No one's doing Elsa, hey?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Cool.
Ugh.
What are you talking about?
No Elsa, no Ariel, the two that I thought everybody would want to do.
Okay, let's look at the list of Disney princesses. We got Ariel, Jasmine, Princess Aurora, who's actually one of my favorites, Belle, Merida, Tiana, Rapunzel, Cinderella, Pocahontas, Mulan, Snow White. That's the ones that came up in the initial list. So, I think the one that is being the Atlantis girl should be added to that list, but maybe they're not thinking that way. I don't know. It's weird. So, Cinderella wasn't on that list. What the? That doesn't make any sense.
What about Mulan?
Yeah, Mulan. I just said Mulan.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did.
I thought you said Moana.
Moana should be on there as well. And then Elsa and Anna are both princesses, so they should be on there. And Elaway and Kidda. So Elaway is the girl from Black Cauldron, who is who's should be on there. And then Kidda she's from Atlantis, yeah. But I don't know.
Who animated Dragon's Lair?
Dragon's Lair?
Yeah.
I think you mean the game?
I'm Bluth.
The game,
That's
yeah.
the Bluth. It's Bluth.
I'm Bluth, yeah.
And he worked for a while at Disney, so
Yeah.
It's a sort of Disney-ish
yeah, definitely.
style.
Princess Daphne, eh?
Yeah. As soon as I saw her, I was like, well, there's that.
Well, Merida, the Scottish princess who really doesn't, she was 3D. Is the only one that I guess is 3D, right? All
Yeah,
the
but
rest of them are 2D.
Mhm.
Elsa?
Technically Disney.
I guess Elsa is 3D too. Elsa and what's her bucket? I'm surprised they didn't add the other ones though.
Well, what's the
Because I know in some of those listings they include
What's the what?
the frog one?
Oh, that's Tiana.
Yeah, Tiana. That one too.
yeah, because I know that some people include Lilo from Lilo and Stitch as part of the Disney princesses.
I guess she's not really a princess. She's just the kid
Oh, what,
that Stitch hangs out with.
Pretty much.
I mean, Moana is like the prince. I would think she's the princess.
Yeah, she's a
She's
chieftain's
an actual
daughter.
prince.
She's a
Yeah.
chieftain's daughter, so she's the
Yeah.
Polynesian princess in my opinion. And she's also 3D, so I guess I'm a little off. So it's
Well, she's a princess as much as Pocahontas is a princess.
yeah, easily. And
Let's not be racist.
let's not be racist. Oh my goodness.
I'm being anti-racist.
Is there any
Saying
is there any,
Pocahontas is
oh
a
my
chieftain's
God.
daughter.
is there any Latin princesses? Any Mexican princesses that we're missing? Coco?
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda is not
Let's
Mexican.
not be
Spanish.
racist.
She's
Esmeralda's
they
a
call them
gypsy.
Roma, gypsy. You're not supposed to say gypsy because that's supposedly offensive. But
Ugh.
Roma.
Okay. whatever.
Gypper.
I actually think Esmeralda is one of my favorites too. But
I don't think there is one.
I'm a
I
big
know
fan.
I know they have a Disney princess show where it's a Spanish princess girl.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen that show. It's freaking atrocious. What is the name of that show?
oh yeah.
I'm blanking on it
It's
right
like
now.
something of something. country.
Yeah, when we can't remember her name, yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Token?
I remember seeing it, but it's not my favorite gig. I'd rather watch Lilo and Stitch, and that was goofy as all get out.
I think Stitch was the princess.
Stitch is the princess. He's definitely a princess. He was much more cute, in my opinion. I have to say, when it came to that design, I don't think that was the greatest design for aesthetics, but it was a good film, and I enjoyed Lilo and Stitch.
It was no Iron Giant, but it was good.
Iron Giant, man, that show really.
That shit'll make you cry, dude.
It will, and it should have had a sequel at least, because it was set up for one.
Yeah. I
Which
got chills now. Thanks a lot.
It's a great film, man. It's as good as any film that Disney
Yeah.
ever did, and it didn't get the respect that it deserved at the time. And it's only over, succeeding years that people have really, brought it in their hearts. The Iron Giant's a
What
great
about
film.
Treasure Planet? Do you remember that?
Treasure Planet is an awesome film, and it
Underrated,
got caught in
definitely.
kind of a weird.
It's certainly
limbo.
better than
I
Titan.
like that,
But
man.
Treasure Planet was, it was a great adaptation of the Stevenson story, and it was really cool visually, and it was a mix of 3D and 2D that merged just perfectly together. It just didn't have quite the marketing to hit right, and they released it in a weird way and didn't get a lot of promotion, and it kind of died on the vine in this weird limbo between the changing of the guard between two administrations. Just a second. Let's talk amongst yourself.
What?
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, Matt.
Yar.
I didn't
Jackety schmackety.
Matt. I'm on the show that's got a full house now.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
a
great
full
at
house
talking
tonight.
amongst myself.
Just moved from elves to furries.
I mean, I
in a
took the
matter
link
of
out and it was
seconds.
like
Yes,
full in
yes,
like
it is.
5 minutes.
It worked.
I mean, technically,
I mean, we're going by Disney
I'm
Disney
really
properties.
sorry, man.
Then we should also include the Marvel characters and
well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think so too.
Yeah, we
I
should.
think we should have included Princess Leia for crying out loud.
right.
Yep. She's a Disney princess now.
She's always been
Sorry,
a
I had to take
princess to
phone
me.
call. Sorry about that. And how you guys do?
Fantastic.
That double echo is driving me nuts.
Shit.
Well, I'm letting us having a dead air. Sorry. I apologize. I did
No dead air.
something.
You are the dead air.
I am the dead air completely.
Dead air's bad for broadcasting. Come on.
Yeah. Can't believe how fast we filled up. You guys came game tonight with
We came.
the heat.
Looking forward to it.
Okay.
We're looking forward to this one, I think.
Because I just sit here in the dark, even though it's daytime,
And just
staring at the
and
walls,
just wait.
just waiting, biding my time.
Watch you waiting.
Yeah.
Watch you waiting. Hold.
Watching. Waiting.
Yeah, it's one of those things that that when I this like I said, this I didn't expect people to come out like this fast, but I don't know, maybe should have, because when I was looking at the promo I put out on Twitter, we got a lot of hits for that thing. I was pretty amazed. Maybe it was the animation I used, I don't know, but I mean, a lot of people seem to be interested.
That animation is pretty cool. Who did the animation?
It's a guy named Carl Sia. You can find him on Twitter at I think it's Carl Sia _ art. And yeah, he did that pretty reasonably. I mean, still, like, animation is not a cheap thing to do. So I'm gonna, if anybody wants to do it,
Not a quick thing to do.
no, and it's not.
It's so time consuming.
Well, and here's the funny thing.
Oh
like,
yeah.
it didn't. I mean, it wasn't like a super fast turnaround, but I was pretty surprised how fast he did it, because I know how long it takes. And when he got done, I was just like, "Holy cow, that was awesome!" I asked him for a little 3-second loop, and he delivered. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he delivered space, man.
As soon as he gets off another project that he's working on, I am gonna give him some more money and try to extend that loop, maybe with a little bit more animation, and we'll see. Maybe over time I can make a nice little promo video.
Could do like a Thundercats type thing.
It'd be so cool if you could do like a half-hour show, like
Oh,
put it on Kickstarter or something.
Oh, here's the thing. What I'd have to do is
get voice actors and
Kickstarter or Indiegogo or something, because and then he'd have to assemble a team, because
you'd need a team of people. You'd need people to do voiceovers and all this kind of stuff.
Do synchronizations, make sure that the dialogue or the voice matches with the animation that goes with it.
Yeah. I mean, all that stuff would have to be covered, but we're talking.
I would be more than happy to lend my voice to Sugar Lightspeed. I think that that'd be the perfect voice
That
for
would
her.
be fantastic.
Just don't change your voice. It's perfect.
No, of course not.
There are a lot of really good voice actors on Fiverr.com, because I'm planning.
And there's also me.
A dreaded dinosaur sequence I want to do, and I'm going to be looking for some voice actors. I was thinking of hitting that up.
And there's also me.
Your voice is so feminine. It's perfect.
It's so
I think so.
feminine. Phil, you have such
There's a
dulcet tones.
wonderful. I got a
Salty.
wonderful mute character you'd be perfect for.
I can do that.
Oh shoot! I almost forgot the extra little characters.
Yeah, I mean, I just if I ever thought about doing this, it would have to be, I'd have to get everything the ducks in a row, and people who were into doing the thing before I even thought about it. But I mean, I have to fulfill whatever I'm doing right now before I think about something like that. But it wouldn't be cheap. I mean, I kind of I've crunched the numbers, and 30 minutes is it's a lot of time. Just saying.
Get that guy who did the Star Wars anime. It'll only take like maybe 10 years to do it.
Well, see, yeah. So if you got a nice studio with a bunch of artists that are working on model, and you can get it done fairly quickly. But I mean, still fairly quickly is maybe a year or two to do like a full feature, and then everything has to be rendered, and you have to do all the elements and blah blah blah. If you're keeping it straight, like flat 2D, maybe you minimize that, but it's a lot of money. I worked for an animation studio that did stop animation, and $10 million went like that. You know what I mean?
There's a bloke on YouTube that does a Star Fox cartoon that's pretty cool. He does it on Kickstarter, so he puts out a scene every month or so.
How
Few
long
months
is
or
how
something
long is
like
this
that.
scene?
Oh, they're very very short, maybe like 5 minutes at a time.
And how much does he usually need to get that done?
I
No.
I don't know any more information than what I said.
You should
I've
talk
seen
to
a
the
few of
dude
them
that's
on
doing the
YouTube.
Astartes series
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
have him do Sugar Lightspeed. Have him put Sugar Lightspeed in with the Astartes. How hard fucking core would that be?
That would actually be pretty badass. Let me tell you. If you
Watch her flipping around like some kind of crazy blonde monkey while like a bunch of big ass Astartes are trying to bolt her the shit out of her. Dude, that would be so awesome.
she's in the same neighborhood of badassery as say Lilith Hesperax.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
This is
I believe
Warhammer 40k for people that don't know what they're talking about.
yeah, that's right.
Everyone knows what we're talking about. 40k is life.
You got Phil going, yeah, right. Like Sugar Lightspeed's Lilith Hesperax. I'm like, she could kill Lilith Hesperax.
Mm-hmm.
And Lilith Hesperax. For anybody who knows Warhammer 40k, there's a faction of Warhammer 40k called the Drukari, or the Dark Eldar, and there's a succubus, a champion of their arena, named Lilith Hesperax, and she's one of the leaders of the witch cults. She is tough enough to take out three Adeptus Custodes, not Astartes, Adeptus Custodes. So there you go. I bored you with Warhammer long enough.
I mean,
Anything to do with the Custodes is never boring. Even if people don't know what it is, they inherently are drawn towards it.
Well, who wouldn't be drawn towards the personal bodyguard of the Emperor of Man, clad in beautiful power armor that is golden and shining with their power spears? I mean, who wouldn't want to see that? I would. Anyway. Yeah. So there you
I
go.
just want to know if custodian armor is technically considered. Oh gosh, what's the word? Oh god, it's with an A. It's the artificer armor.
Possibly, but they're supposed to. All of their gear is supposed to be like the very best of the best, though. So they have stuff that other people don't.
Well, yeah, the Emperor's armor is. I just said the word and I forgot it.
Artificer.
Artificer armor.
Probably. Because his is golden too. I'm going down the panel right now, looking at our beautiful artists. It's awesome. We got away from Disney Witchblade people and went into Warhammer 40k. I apologize to those watching. I know that sometimes that can be a little bit onerous on those who don't give a shit about Warhammer 40k.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like
I think it's important though that everyone understands that if you don't give a shit about Warhammer 40k, do you really give a shit about anything?
This is a question.
I think if we have any regular viewers, they know it's coming eventually. There'll be Warhammer talk.
Don't mention Warhammer 40k.
Yep. Yeah. It brings the show completely to a halt. Let me go look at the chat. I haven't had a chance to look at the chat because I've been futzing around, and I do that sometimes.
You?
I do. I futz around. We only have 8 people in the chat. We have Mr. Thundaro, and he's saying, "Slick, you starting fights over here too?" Shake my head. I would never start a fight. Okay. Flit Amrat is in the chat. He is my trusty wrench, my beautiful moderator, and he's putting an emoji and touching his chin. Going, Slick's ignoring me. This is Thundar saying, Slick is ignoring me. Laugh out loud. Jimmy hates chat. That's what says Thundar. I do not hate the chat. Thundar says, haha, I'm just teasing him. I don't hate the chat. Tonight was a weird night. I kind of ignored Matthew Merce, too. I want to apologize to him. I was going to give him the link. And then everybody filled up so fast that I forgot about it. Plus, I was kind of distracted mentally by some other things. And I wanted to really apologize to Matt. It's Crypto Comics, because he adds a layer of fun onto a panel when he's here. But we're a full boat tonight. We have a full house with all of our artists, 9 wonderful artists. I'm going to say something in the chat right now. I love all of you. I love you all.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Yeah.
If Matt is in the chat, or if he's even out there, does he want me to be the one who makes fun of corn tonight?
I don't know. I think he actually is watching Tiger King.
Tiger King.
Tiger
Is that
King.
another Disney thing?
Carol did it.
That would be quite the Disney cartoon. I'll say that. I don't know if they ever want to do that, but goodness gracious. How many people don't have heard of Tiger King?
I've heard of it, and I am happy to say I haven't seen one single frame of it.
Okay, well,
I've heard of it, but I don't bother with it.
It is similar to watching a huge tractor trailer smash into a locomotive while they both get hit by an airliner all at once. It's very interesting to see, but you're very glad you're a long ways away from it. And you can do so vicariously through a documentary. It's about people who are into big cats here in the United States, and they take redneckery to a level of to 9,000 or whatever.
It's over 9,000.
Yeah, they turn it up to 11, because goodness gracious, what a
Great
bunch
balls
of
of fire.
tomfuckery that went on in that series of episodes. And it's hard to quantify into words in just a little bit of a synopsis what goes on. If you really want to go see the depths of a weird subculture, it's there on Netflix, and it is literally captivating in a way of watching terrible destruction and just weirdness.
A beautiful disaster.
It's seriously, and it's just like you step into a world that you're just like, what the hell is going on now? Granted, I would love to have a tiger, and then you got to know your limits with that. These guys breed tigers and other animals, other big game animals, to the point where there's a scene in there. You see all these big, tigers on lines in this big enclosure, and there's 20 or 30 of them, and they're pretty much full grown. And you're just like, what are they thinking? And these tigers are hungry because they're running out of money to feed them. So basically you have a bunch of hungry lions and tigers. And that's just one scene in a whole bunch of...
You have a bunch of hillbillies with a bunch of hungry tigers.
Windows-based PC, grab your iPhone or iPad, unlock the device and swipe up from the bottom to reveal the control.
What the...
We've been hacked.
What was that? Goodness gracious.
Tutorial how to draw princess.
Yeah, Tiger King is interesting in that sort of way, and I'm surprised that so many people have glommed onto it. Of course, it did hit in the time of of the Woo, and so I think people have been looking for something to watch, and this was something.
Train wreck.
It's interesting. Yeah,
it's a beautiful ride.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful disaster.
It's a beautiful.
We still only have 8 people in the chat, which is interesting considering all the people who.
What is going on?
Yeah, I know. I wonder where they're at. We still have Flit Amaranth. He goes, "What's Marty's book called? What's Marty's book called so I can look it up and shill it?" Marty.
Adventures of Corcorn.
The Adventures of Corcorn.
Adventures of Carporn?
Yes, Adventures of Carporn.
Corcorn.
Fartcorn.
Fartporn.
Foghorn.
Foghorn?
I keep hearing Leghorn, Foghorn. Or Fulgor.
I don't know if I don't know. Well, we lost. We're down to six.
Roddy is exasperated.
We're down to six people watching. Yeah, 6 people. And 5 likes. 6 people and 5 likes. Wonderful. All right.
Well, share it out. Share the link. Please.
All right. I will share the link. I will do my
Tweet
best. Tweeting the link currently right now. Yes.
You're putting the link.
We are live.
Finally.
On Slick Jimmy which speaks. That's we're live. Okay. There we go. This is hard to talk and tweet at the same time. I'm just not.
Well, stop talking.
Yeah. Adventures of Corkhorn. There we go. Can you spell that name just after she spelled it?
C-O-R.
It's Corkhorn. Corkhorn. There you go.
Oh, Corkhorn.
Corkhorn?
Cockhorn?
Corkhorn.
Adventures of Cockhorn.
Well, we're sorry, Marty. We're having fun with it.
Yes.
Anyway,
yeah.
Going on the cob.
Let's go down the panel. Down in the panel we go. From Armoron. Ooh, it's looking great. Wow. Look at that. Digging it. Moving on. We've got Cinderella by Eric Hansen. We've got a Stitch in the background there. All right. Moving on to Marty with Snow White. She's going with the color. I was surprised by Marty going with color tonight. It's an unusual thing for Marty to have color. But I like it. And then we're going over to Illustrator Monk. What was your character again?
Monk.
He's thinking. I can't.
Sorry, Tinkerbell.
Okay.
Yes. Now they said it, I can
Something like you killed somebody.
Yeah. It's Tinkerbell. It's Tink. Moving over to Red Robot. Red Robot has Jasmine. He's moving right along. There she is. Yeah, awesome. I'm going down to Phil Connect with Esmeralda. Esmeralda. She's going to be in a Warhammer scene, I believe.
Yeah.
And moving on. Down to Josh Spencer. Josh Spencer is doing... Who is this again?
Princess Elsa.
Elsa. He's going, never bothered me.
Are you going to let it go this time?
Let it go. Let it go. I'm just a big frozen hoe. All right, moving down.
I only just found out about Frozen last night.
Really?
She's a cold
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And we're looking at Daniel Tech Vega, and he's doing what was her name again? Kita, and yeah, she seems to be less elvish than normal. That's very good.
I thought she was cute in that movie.
Of course she was. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Mr. Zachary Bradley has got Belle with her bow, who's the beast, and she's got a little bit of Witchblade going on.
I'll take credit for that.
Yeah. Very nice, very nice. We got a great panel tonight. Let's go back to the chat, see what's going on. What's going on at the chat? We got 8 people again. We got Jay Chimpansky, who apparently was his message was deleted. I don't know what he said, but he must have been something that really pissed off whatever it. I don't know what it was.
Whatever it was, it wasn't nice.
Yeah. So sorry, Jay. I trust my mod to do his job, and he does it with aplomb. I meant to remove my own comment, but chat shifted on me. Oh, that's weird, man. You meant to remove Jay Chimansky. Maybe I don't trust you so much, Flint. Come on, man. Jay,
He's just censoring people.
you're just censoring. What are you, somebody from Cathay? Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Careful, man.
I know. You got to be careful. You get struck for just even mentioning, the CCP. Jay, if you want to put your thing again, I'm sure that Flit will not delete you. So say what you want to say. We love comments. So yeah.
I know.
We got 10 people in the chat. Oh, I guess that little thing I sent out. I didn't say anything bad. I trust. I trust. I know that.
Yeah,
I know
right.
that you got robbed. I know your message was robbed.
Time.
Oh my God, everybody, hold on.
What?
I have to.
What do you want me to hold on?
I have to pee. I'll be right back.
Why am I holding on to anything? Well,
just hold on, guys.
We're not holding your hand, dude.
Why are you asking me to do things like that? That's not right. Okay. Jay's a good boy. It was my screw up. Okay, that was what Flip the Emperor says. I just said hail. Oh, okay. Hail. I'm not really a hailer. What I am is I'm like, what's up, dude? That's kind of how I go. So.
Yo.
Yo, what's up? How you doing? Forget about it.
How you doing?
Hey,
Come on over here.
One of those.
I'm gonna sack you. Just give me a little sack. Tell you, I love you.
I'm gonna flip you for real.
Okay, let's see if I can draw this dude.
What dude? What dude are you gonna draw?
Oh, he's one of the characters from the same movie. He's the bomb explosive guy.
Oh, so it's not
See,
gonna be a cartoon.
I made a bridge
The
using
next
one
one's not
stick.
gonna be a cartoon. Okay.
Well, because I couldn't think of anything that would work in the scene, and then like, okay,
Okay, everybody, I'm back. I appreciate you all waiting.
He says, "Hey, that's right. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Hey, I'm the Fonz. Hey, anybody remember the Fonz? Any of you old enough to remember the Fonz besides Eric?
Happy days.
Arthur Fonzarelli. Yeah.
There's a city in Milwaukee that has a statue.
They should have a statue of Arthur Fonzarelli. He was cool. I can't believe the guy who plays him is like literally one of the biggest nerds in the world, though.
Henry
Winkler is he's a nerd's nerd. If you've ever heard him
Is
talk, oh yeah, he's very smart, very capable actor, very good producer. He produced a whole bunch of things like MacGyver. He was the producer of that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Never would have thought of that.
Yeah, he's very capable, but like he was the coolest guy on television until the show ended. Until he jumped the shark, as it were. That term "jump the shark" is actually literally what his character does on the show, and that's the high water mark of Happy Days, when he literally took his motorcycle and jumped the shark. So that's where that term comes from. And Jay Chimpansky says it was more a pirate, but whatever. Fonz is cool. Pirates usually go "arg." But, that's my experience of pirates. But maybe
They go aye,
Captain.
Aye, Captain.
Yep, aye. Well, we got 11 people now in the chat. That's very nice. Thank you for showing up. I don't know if Mr. Thundaro is still here, but he was teasing me earlier about some hijinks that went on earlier in another live stream. And it is what it is.
Jimmy's causing problems.
Yep, that's how I roll. I'm a bad apple, bad seed. I'm a malcontent, misanthrope. That's what I am. And also I'm a large font of vocabulary.
The word for the day is misanthrope.
Misanthrope. That's right. Just think, miso-thrope. Miso means hate, so that's why I say misogyny. Hate women, Ginny.
And throat means werewolf.
If you hate soup, you eat miso soup.
Miso soup. That's right. I think it's a different language though, so it could be different.
It's Japanese, I think.
Thinking Japanese. I think so. Let's go down the panel one time, see where we're at. Look at this. Look at Armoron pulling the bust out. Is that bust? That's very busty. And,
Yeah, very pointy bust. Yeah.
Yeah, those are that Witchblade. You don't want to mess with that bust. It'll cut you up, man. You try to cop a feel, and boom, your hand's gone.
I always wanted to make a Witchblade artifact in D&D.
It would be cool, actually.
Like, try and set it up.
I wonder what would, you'd have to go look up what the Witchblade is actually capable of and how you need to access it and how it needs to be.
Yeah. Well, I've actually thought about having it being an artifact that gets more powerful.
Somebody's homebrewed it, though. I really think somebody's probably homebrewed it. So
I've looked it up and I couldn't find it.
Oh, okay. Maybe you should do it. There's that homebrew site that probably wouldn't allow you to put it in there. So
who knows?
Moving along to Eric Hodson, and yeah, looking at that. That's Cinderella, and she has not put on her gown. In fact, she doesn't need a gown. She's got the Witchblade. So there you go. Moving over to our humble Marty, our very humble, very sweet Marty. I can't see what's going on, but I assume that, oh, look, it's fins of Croc from Peter Pan. So Snow White and Croc from Peter Pan. There's the little twist she's put in that character. Fantastic. Moving on to Illustrator Monk. Illustrator Monk is still doing his pencils, but as we know, Illustrator Monk, once he gets going on his Copic pens, it goes pretty quick. So it's looking cute. Like she's got a good butt. He usually includes the butt when he doesn't win the week before. I think that's how his modus operandi is. So if you want to see the front of a character, maybe you want to vote for him this week. Who knows? Moving down the line, we got a red robot and some very perky globules there, and she's very happy about it. She's like, I just got a new boob job. What do you think? And everybody's like, yeah, okay.
That was her first wish.
And that was Jasmine. Jasmine has been playing around with the lamp and the genie, and she got herself up an upgrade. Yes, moving on. Down the line to Phil Connect, Connect Comics. And then he's doing Esmeralda with the Witch.
Esmeralda
from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Or just the Hunchback. Is that what they just called it, the Hunchback? I don't remember.
We call it people who are spinally misanthropic.
Okay.
Moving down the line to
Hunchback is racist.
Okay.
Okay.
Josh Spencer,
Stop it with your racism.
We see the leg. This is the winner of last week's challenge. He won the Noir challenge. With the piece that I still think he should make into some merchandise. I really do. I would buy some of that merchandise. I really dug that.
Last week was so sick that I was angry for like 3 days.
It was very good. It was a good piece, Josh.
Thank you.
And I really do think you should grab bubble it or whatever and make some merchandise out of it, because I think people
will. I've been looking into that.
Yeah, do so. Because as soon as you do, I will probably buy a t-shirt. I really dug that. I think it would be a wonderful graphic t-shirt. Moving on down the line to Danny Vegas. Daniel Tech Corner Vega. We're looking at the face of Kida from Atlantis. She's got the Witchblade on her face there, looks like. And I don't know who this dude in the corner is, but
he's the bomb expert that came with the expedition.
Okay, I think that Daniel isn't understanding what I meant by that. You need to do a cartoon character, not another character from the movie. A cartoon character from Disney.
Like Daffy Duck.
Like Daffy Duck or Goofy. You know what I'm talking about? Forget about it. Gee whiz.
All right.
What's the name of the from the Goof Troop? The dad from Goof Troop. That's the big fella. What's his name?
Goofy.
Steve.
No, Steve? No.
Pete. It's Pete.
Pete. That's what his name. You can do Pete. You could do.
I'm pretty sure it was Steve.
There's a whole bunch of you could do the fishes from Little Mermaid. You could do the frog from the Frog Prince. I mean, there's a whole bunch of
With you?
cartoon characters to choose from Disney. They made absolutely like 100-year career out of this stuff. So, yeah.
What if he did the dad from Tasmania?
The Tasmanian Devil?
Yeah, Tasmanian Devil's dad from Tasmania.
No, Tasmanian Devil's in Warner. What are you talking about?
Because like the Kiwi bird was the coolest thing ever because it was faster than Roadrunner. Like it distorted time and space. It was so cool.
Dude, what drugs have you been taking?
I don't remember any of this.
DMT and cocaine, but that was last week.
Little bath salts. Something.
All right. Well, let me give it to this dude then.
I'm just saying, man. You gotta pay attention to the theme.
I did.
Why are you always the trouble child?
You're the troubled child. Do we have to put you in special head? Come on.
No.
All right, Zachary Bradley.
We're all over here doing what we're told.
And see
I'm the rebel,
now,
man.
now, Zachary Bradley is doing a cartoon character, which goes with Belle. Now, I probably have been giving you a hard time, and now Zachary Bradley's kind of doing the same thing, but I really love the composition, so I'm going to let it slide. I love you, Daniel.
I'll just put the genie in it.
Zach's from last week was also so sick that I was pissed off for like 4 days.
It was pretty cool. It was, and it had my name in it, which
How
made
dare
me
he.
very happy, extremely happy. Zach knows how to pander to the host of the show, so that's very good. Let's go back to the chat. Hello, chat. Well, we got Pablo Romero is there. He says,
What is going on in the chat? There's
14
Flit and there's Pablo and there's Jay. Where's everybody else?
I don't
There's
know.
14
There's 14
people
people
watching.
there, and they're not talking. Maybe they're just.
Why aren't they talking?
They're so engrossed and enamored of your artistry here, they don't need to talk. They're just in awe. They're agog.
That's probably true.
This is true. It isn't. It's not just probably. It's true. Flit Amaranth says, "Okay,
That's
let me
probably
try posting that link again for Marty's wild adventures of Corkhorn. It's not quack porn. It's Corkhorn. Yeah." It wouldn't be on Amazon if it was cock porn. It would be on something else. So
I wish there was some way that I could like buy cans of Marty's laugh. And then just like every time I'm feeling down, I could just crack one open and be like, yes.
Very nice laugh. Very Corkhorn. We also have Flint going, let me try the link for New Age Ninja Core print site, where you can find more of Illustrator Monk's amazing work. And he did. He put the link there. And Pablo Romero Art says, they don't know how to write. Who don't know how to write? Who are you talking about? Who don't know how to write? Sheldon Martin bumps in. Says, I don't have to talk to make you draw. Are on the chat, in the chat, bouncing around, not saying much. We got about 5 people talking, and then 10 people just either observing or listening in a corner.
I think they're just lurking and being weird.
That might be true. I mean, now we're down to 13. We lost 2. Oh, well, if you guys would be so kind, please go like the stream, and that would help us a lot. And if you could subscribe, if you haven't, that would be even better. We like some new subscribers. And Paulo Romero Art says, people that are not in the chat, slick. Oh, he's saying that they don't know how to write. People in the chat don't know how to write. This is true. Maybe they have their handicap. Maybe they've been kidnapped and they're just sitting in a closet somewhere, all bound up, and they left him this to watch.
Okay, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, tell us about Witchblade.
Tell you about Witchblade. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
What
you don't want to hear about what's possibly happening in a closet? Come on, man. Sheldon knows how this streaming thing works. Sheldon does. Yep. Well, let's go look up Witchblade. I don't want to talk out my ass.
The Witchblade is a doodad that was made like a long time ago, at the same time that this other thing named the Darkness was made.
The Darkness.
And then after the Darkness was made, then this thing called the Angelus was made.
The Angelus.
The Darkness and the Angelus, I think, were first. And then the Witchblade was supposed to be like the balance between them. And it turns out that it's somehow like super badass, but only for girls.
Only for girls, because guys can't have it.
Hence
Yeah,
the
right.
title Witch.
But the problem with that is that up until Rey from Star Wars, there were no female empowerment in any media. So I don't know how that can be true.
That's weird. It's weird. It's real weird. I don't know what you're talking about.
So weird.
It's so weird. Okay, let's look up Wikipedia to see if they know what they're talking about. Witchblade is a comic book series published by Top Cow Productions, an imprint of Image Comics, which ran from November 1995 to October 2015. The series was created by Top Cow founder and owner Mark Silvestri, editor Dave Wohl, and writers Brian Hamberlin and Christina Z, and artist Michael Turner. Those were the initial people in the creation of it. By the end of the series, I have to admit, it wasn't as cool.
Pretty sweet.
No, it wasn't as cool. Something happened. It lost its spark. And
Well, I liked it from Michael Turner's art.
Oh, Michael Turner knew what he was doing. He always did. There's Rip Michael Turner. For those who know Michael
R.I.P.
Turner. The Witchblade comic was adapted into a television series in 2001, as well as an anime and manga, and a novel in 2006. A feature film based on the comic, titled The Witchblade, was announced in 2009 for 2009 release, but was never produced. A second Witchblade television series was announced for development in January of 2017. Have any of you seen it? Oh, the Top Cow announced in 2017 that Witchblade comic would be relaunched December 2017 with creative team, a writer of Caitlin Kittredge, which is an artist Roberta Ingranata, which is always a kiss of death usually, if you know what I mean. The series features journalist Alex Underwood as the main character. Oh, no Sarah Pazzini, huh? All right.
Yeah, they took all the sensitive out of it.
Yeah, they took it. That's what I'm saying. I got the last Witchblade I saw was meh. The series follows Sarah.
The TV series, right? The one from the early 2000s or the 90s?
Well, it was
With,
kind of I think it only had one season.
Nancy Butler or something like that?
It only had one season. The series follows
It was so
Sarah
good.
Pazzini, a New York homicide detective who comes into possession of the Witchblade, a supernatural sentient gauntlet that bonds with the female host and provides her with a variety of powers in order to fight supernatural evil. Sarah struggles to hone the power of the Witchblade and fend off those with a nefarious interest in it, such as the entrepreneur Kenneth Irons and his bodyguard Ian Nottingham. And it shows a beautiful cover. I believe that's by Turner. And if you guys want to go look up that, it's very beautiful. I love it. That's basically the idea of it. The Witchblade goes on the body of the lady who wields it, and it's usually in a sexy way, until feminism.
It's like a spiky metal bikini, right?
Until feminism destroyed the concept.
Yeah, he went off. I think he lost interest. He was starting to work on Fathom at the time. That's what his real passion was in.
Well, Fathom is a wonderful one too, but I mean, the Witchblade has a very unique idea, and I think Silvestri, his concept was freaking awesome, and I appreciate what he did and what that team did far more than what happened, subsequent in the last few years. But anyway, if you want to go read more, go look up the wiki. I'm not going to read anymore. I'm not going to bore you guys' ass with me recounting stuff on a white page.
Yeah, let's talk more about 40K.
Oh, man. See, here's the thing about 40K. We could be talking here tonight, into the day, and into the next night, and into the next day for probably a week, and not get all the way through 40K.
That is true, but I did just buy Wrath and Glory, and it is so good.
Speaking of 40K and Warhammer D&D. Did you hear the thing about orcs?
Oh, I've seen it was trending all day for some weird reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Orcs are racist.
Orcs are supposed to be the allegory for the African American, apparently. And I'm going, what?
That's racist.
That's
to
racist.
say that.
It wouldn't surprise me if Tolkien did that because you know that he was, you know, he had to be a closet racist.
Because he
The
was
thing is,
white. Because he was white.
He modeled the orcs after the Mongolian. It was
horde.
The Mongolian horde, not the Mongolians themselves, but but this particular army that was, you know, basically all about war.
Hoarding.
And that
Whoa. An army that's all about war? You need to get your shit together, bud. that never happened. Anyway, go ahead.
Jay Chapansky says, "Did Michael Turner draw a Witchblade?" Yes, he did. And that was interiors.
Did Michael Turner draw Witchblade?
He
How
did
dare you?
interiors as well. So, goddamn.
His ballistic on Cyber Force was one of the most inspirational, like, female drawings of the time.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. He did a miniseries that was just about ballistic, and it was so good. It was so good. There was no reason for it to be that good.
I think I first saw him doing Witchblade and then Fathom.
Yeah, well, he did.
Yeah, it was Witchblade and then Fathom.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah, I never cared about Fathom, but
well, they crossed them over too, and then Fathom got like a bunch of action figures, just like Witchblade did. And it was a lot of fun. And then there's the Purgatory and Lady Death that got interesting mixes into it. A lot of stuff got mixed up at that time because creators were being pretty cool with each other until shit hit the fan. But yeah, it was a good time. The initial start of Image was a lot of hopeful for great stuff, and then money got involved and egos and like time. Like people talk about how long it takes, considering my book, to get things produced. You know, between issues, and a lot of these things took forever or never appeared. One of my favorite ones, Pit, which is not a Cheesecake book, but has a character that I really love. Took him forever to get like 20 issues out. That was from Dale Keown. And the nice thing about Witchblade is was pretty regular. So was Spawn. But other stuff kind of got a little bit hairy. Savage Dragon has been going forever, just like Spawn. Let's go back to the chat for a second.
See, what I missed about Galaxy Comic Store, especially in the late 90s, early 2000s, was like I never had enough money for all the books I wanted to buy.
Oh, no doubt. Man,
and the last time I went to the comic store, I couldn't even pick out one or two books that I wanted to purchase.
No. I mean, like, now that I have money, well, not ridiculous money, but I have money to spare, I go and I'm looking for that gem, you know, that golden needle in a friggin' haystack. At least
I usually go from European comics and stuff.
Yeah, European comics are great. Manga has a lot of good stuff, but one of the things I don't like about manga is I really do like color. So I'm looking for colored work, and I like the European albums are just gorgeous. I mean, and they problem is they come at a premium because they're quite expensive when they get shipped over here, and you know, they have to be a lot of times they have to be translated and so forth. It's one of those things that I remember going into the comic shop, and it was like you had to pick and choose carefully because you only had a certain amount of money, but there was a whole bunch of things you wanted to get. You know, I would have gotten the whole catalog of like Marvel back in the day. I wasn't a big DC guy, but there are a few things I like Lobo and Batman. But for the most part, I would have picked up everything Marvel had, and you know, at the time Marvel probably had, I don't know, 40, 50 titles maybe, depending on the year. And
none of them were good.
Well, no, some of them were actually pretty good. Some of them were not that good. There's a few where you got me, you're like, what the fuck is this? But most of the time they actually had pretty good arcs and fun things, and at least they tried stuff that looked visually cool, even though it might be silly as all get out. Now it's just pedantic and boring, pedestrian.
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, there are exceptions. There are. I'm gonna go back to the chat. I don't know what we got. Sheldon Martin says Sarah Pazzina is the main Witchblade character. This is true. There was a bunch of other people who wielded it, but she's the main one that most people remember. Do you need hashtag CC draw along? I'm not sure what that refers to, but okay. Tank Ferret says,
People
"Oh
to
hi,
draw
Slick
along.
Jimmy. Oh hi,
Cheesecake
Tank Ferret.
draw along.
Cheesecake draw along, Jimmy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'd love anybody who wants to draw along with the Cheesecake Challenge who is not on the panel. If you guys want to do some stuff, anybody's out there, whoever, and as the series progresses, yeah, a Cheesecake draw along would be fantastic. I think that's a great idea, Flit. I don't know how to foment and promote that, but I mean, I guess some people would
Hashtag.
Hashtag CC draw along.
Hashtag boomer.
Okay.
Hashtag
Okay.
boomer.
Okay. Tank Ferret says
I don't know how
that
to
should be
promote
a
stuff
thing,
on the
Flit.
internet.
Tank Ferret agrees, and Sheldon Martin says Ian Nottingham was able to wear the Witchblade. Good job, Ian Nottingham. I remember him; he was a badass.
Yeah, but he had to go through like fucking hoops just to do that.
Yeah.
And I don't,
Well, he did it though, didn't he?
and I,
Yeah,
and
he
I don't
did.
think he didn't last very long with it because it's just
darkness.
I do believe it
You
was
had to get hormone therapy and
That's right.
a bunch of other stuff.
That's right. Yeah. He had to innie his outie.
Darkness
It was
is,
terrible.
darkness is.
Anyway.
had to get that sex change.
Yeah. Jay Chimpansky says, "Did Michael Turner?" Well, I'm sorry. Michael Turner was great. That's true.
Midnight.
And then Sheldon Martin says Michael Turner drew like the 25 issues, then went to Fathom. Moving on. This is Tank Fair. I'm going to be drawing here in a few. Just got done with some writing. Fantastic, man. You want to draw along? That's great. If you got other things you need to draw, I understand that Scalpel Zero needs to be moving along, so we can get that launched. Jake Chimpansky says Fathom was a beautiful book. This is absolutely true. And then Flit Amaranth says, Tank, what's going on with Scalpel Zero? Yeah, what is going on with Scalpel Zero? Bullet's in the chat. Hey, Bullet, we got 16 people currently. And Flit Amaranth says, by which I mean, is it still going to be a thing? I think so. He keeps working on it. Keeps seeing work he's put down. Bullet says orcs with a hard R. Orcs.
Oh, jeez.
Definitely.
Sorry.
That was more funnier to him than it was to the rest of us. Okay.
Do you get the joke?
I thought it was a delight.
There's a word that starts with an N that sometimes you can use a soft A or a hard R. Then he said orcs with a hard R.
Like a country in Africa.
Similar. Tank for it
Matt
says
would
that
say
was just about would cover the basics of the horse heresy. I'm talking about the week. Yeah, you're right. The horse heresy would be a week of us just blabbering away about all the bullshit that went on. Yeah. Anyway, horse heresy is Warhammer 40k. Flit Amaranth says this chat was sorely lacking in snarky but endearing commentary. This is true. Why isn't everybody being snarky and endearing at the same time? It's a fine line to walk.
But I'm concentrating on my own drawing to be bothered.
We're all trying to be assholes, but okay.
No. You don't want to be assholes. You want to be cheeky assholes.
I'm trying to outdraw Amaranth again.
Yeah. Tank Ferret says, Flit, Scalpel Zero is still a thing. I'm just working on some stuff that led up to the Retribution. Fantastic. Still on it? And Flit Amaranth. So you switched to doing a prequel, or is the mainline Scalpel Zero still on the agenda? Eric Hawkins says, let's see some cheesecake. Okay. There you go. There's some cheesecake. There's some cheesecake. Oh, there's some cheesecake over there. And there's a little bit more. And there's some more.
Cheesecake.
Put some sauce on it. There's some cheesecake, and there's some more. Oh, there's some more there, and there's some cheesecake there. And this is not cheesecake. This is me. Okay. All right. We've seen some cheesecake. Amaranth says, color is passe, line art equal king of all art. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm down with that. Wait, no, animation is king of all art. Oh, we changed these. He's fickle. Flit's fickle. And Sheldon Martin says, hey, Eric is here. You're right. Eric is here. Eric Hawkins. Hey, everyone. And then Sheldon Martin says, my favorite comment right now is One Punch Man. I do like One Punch Man, but I think One Punch Man would be better in color. Just like the anime. Just my opinion.
I think they do it in black and white so they can pump out some new stories.
Well, I know why they do it. I understand the methodology and the ideology of it, but I mean,
well, it's also to put it out, on a weekly basis.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Especially with the level of detail.
That's what we're talking about. Like less detail, easy to produce in a kind of a factory manner. I know why they do it. It's just not visually for me. It's not what I enjoy as most. No.
Interpersonal.
One Man Punch would be good if it wasn't silly.
Wait a minute. Come on, Phil. You just don't understand. You don't understand. It's not for you.
I agree. Everything anime is definitely not for me.
Whoa.
But One Man Punch is so silly. Like, a friend of mine was trying to get me into it, and he's like, oh man, it's so cool. I'm like, what's his origin? He's like, dude, like, he got his powers from working out. I'm like, okay, that's stupid. And he's like, yeah, but like, he's super cool. I'm like, yeah, no, he's dumb. And he's like, no, you got to watch it. I'm like, okay, cool. So like, I watched a bunch of clips on YouTube, and I'm like, so the dude is unstoppable. Yeah. Okay. So like, he's just bored. Yeah. Okay. So why does this exist?
Well, check out Castlevania on Netflix.
I think that it's not for you.
Look at.
I agree.
Watch Castlevania.
Watch Castlevania.
I think the whole point.
I tried to watch Castlevania because I'm a big Warren Ellis fan, and the art is so silly that I can't deal with it.
The art is silly.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Yeah, like when you have these ridiculous looking characters that are all like anime-ish and stuff, I just go why? Why not?
When I'm watching an anime and they look like they're from anime.
You can obviously do cool stuff because we can see it. So why are you drawing this way? Why don't you draw in a good way?
I think Phil is trying to inflame the Weebos.
He might be doing that.
Well, Bullet says, I get emails from an orc prince who just needs my banking info. I'll be rich.
They made that Castlevania series at Powerhouse Studios. I always see them having job openings.
Well,
like storyboarders, background designers, for all those type of positions.
Oh, nice.
Castlevania is a long-running game series. Yeah, right. Nobody's ever heard of Castlevania until Warren Ellis decided to do a cartoon about it.
Okay.
And then he's like, yeah, I'm going to do this.
Okay. Okay.
Nobody.
I didn't play Symphony of the Night 400 times.
I don't know. We got 19 people in chat. Fantastic. Please go and like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I really appreciate it. Yeah. And we'll try to keep Phil on a leash about the anime because Phil and manga just don't. It's like oil and water. He likes the Western style art.
I like stuff that's good to make them good.
You like She-Ra?
Like gargoyles.
But Warren Ellis, did you read The Authority and like Planetary when he was writing those?
Did I read The Authority? Did I read Planetary? Did I read Deviate?
Well, did you?
Oh, did I read Did I read Super God?
I mean,
Oh,
is that a hypothetical?
Did I read Doctor Sleep?
It must be a
Did I read? Did I also read Doctor Sleep?
I don't know. You're not answering.
If it was Warren Ellis, I read it. I read it all.
Oh my goodness. You're a Warren Ellis fanboy. I didn't realize that.
My favorite thing to do with Warren Ellis is to watch his dialogue, because at some point in every thing that he does, he has to have a character say, "Do you see?" There'll be a bit of dialogue, just a little bit of exposition, and then he'll have a character say, "Do you see?"
And then he'll go.
And it's usually not with like a question mark.
He'll say that right after. It'll be, "As you know." Do you see? As you know. Anyway, setting up his expository dialogue. All right.
Every time.
Every time. Sheldon Martin says, Eric Hawkins is working on a comic. Speaking of comics, congratulations again on you funding in the first day. That was Eric Hawkins. He funded his comic in the first day. Fan-frickin-tastic. Sheldon Martin, he says, thanks, I am a little shocked. I thought it would take longer. Well, do a little dance, make a little love, and get down tonight.
Thundercats roar? How dare you?
Oh, boy.
How dare you?
Tank Ferret says, some black guy says, we whiteys, and can use the hard A. That's, no, I don't know, I can't, I'm not.
That's the one that, it's like Trigger.
Trigger!
Yeah.
What's funny is I just put the authority of my Wantons off my comic book, off my bookcase, and when you open it up, it has that classic comic book smell.
It does.
With the paper and everything.
It smells to high heaven of that classic comic book. Eric Hawkins, yeah. Flit, if Eric Hawkins wants you to put his book into the chat, that would be fantastic. I don't know if he's done that, but yeah, just tell him the name and see if we can get it out there. Yeah, the Zombieful World of Oz. So yeah, fantastic. Yeah, everyone loves Superman. What are you talking about, Bullet? Not everybody loves Superman.
But they should.
But not everybody does.
But Superman is good.
Problem Real Art says, silly? What? Silly. These thought threads are losing me. Bullet says, Castlevania is a long-running game series. This is true. And, yeah, we got we got 18 people in here. And we had 19.
Man, I picked a hell of a day to stop wearing deodorant.
That's right.
And that's a little too much information, but okay.
I picked a hell of a day to stop drinking.
That's right.
Have you ever been to a Turkish prison?
Eric Hawkins thinks that Moana is the sexiest of the Disney princesses. Okay.
Isn't she like 5 years old?
She's not very old, if I recall.
Good job, Ron. Good job.
Eric,
good job.
That's how Eric rolls, I guess. You know, it's back in those.
You're welcome.
Back in that 1800s.
You're welcome.
What is that? What movies are you guys quoting just a minute ago?
Airplane.
Airplane?
Airplane, that's what it was.
How dare you? How dare you?
I was getting mixed up with like
How
Top Secret.
dare you? How
Do
dare
you like
you?
wrestling?
I was getting mixed up with Top Secret. Oh, look, Rebel Comics in the chat. It's Larry Higgins of Niobe and Avani, and he's got a new character. I'm blanking on her name. Yeah,
Ariel.
Eric Hawkins says, hey, she is like 14 or so, LOL. Yep, that's true.
Hey, she is 14. Lol.
Well, you know,
good job.
100 years ago, that was marrying age.
Now we're all
That was
pedophiles.
prime marrying age. People forget that.
Lol.
People. Did you know that Pocahontas was quite young as well, and she was pregnant?
No, she wasn't. I saw the cartoon.
Was that
She was like
Sacagawea?
40.
She was Sacagawea? Which one was the pregnant one? Who was young?
That was not Pocahontas. Pocahontas was like 40.
That was the Land O'Lakes girl.
Yeah, it was the Land O'Lakes girl. She was pregnant.
Don't mention that to Pablo.
Tank Ferret says, no. Trigay. That's how you say it.
Trigger.
Yeah.
Timmy.
Phil is drawing Moana, isn't he? Phil? I don't know. No, he's down on Esmeralda.
No, I'm doing. She's Moana now.
She's Moana now.
Yeah, she's like 3 feet tall. She's like 4 feet wide.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jay
Yeah,
Chimpasky says, "I'll never be over Mucho Grande."
Moana.
Mucho Grande.
This is Moana. I gave her a Disney girl body, but it's Moana.
It is. Oh.
Well, actually, it's Moana's dad.
Yeah. We got 21 people. We cracked 20. Holy cow!
21 people.
Guys. Can you believe it? It's great. All right. Let's see how many people have actually been friendly and give us a like. Oh, 14 people. 14 people give us a like. You guys are wonderful. Love you.
I wish they would say something in the chat. That would be super sweet.
Well, we're getting some people talking a little bit.
Yeah, but they're talking about liking like 12-year-old girls.
Now you're bringing it down. I think you're projecting, man.
I very well may be.
This is very possible. Let's go down the panel and let people see what's going on. Now we've got Armor on. As you can see, he's doing a version of Witchblade version of Pocahontas. That's pretty nice. Yeah, baby. Yeah. And we got Eric Hodson's a dreaded dinosaur. He's done a very risque Cinderella with her Witchblade. Yep, that's what happens. I don't think her stepsisters would be messing with her anymore.
Have to kick some stepsister ass.
That's right. It's about to go down. Going over to our wonderful humble Marty. We're seeing the hippage. There we go. Yeah. And apparently Snow White is Snow Pink. But we'll see how that goes.
No, you got the humble Marty sigh on that one, son.
Snow White looks more like Deja Thoris currently, but yeah.
Oh, Deja Thoris? Not enough Witchblade?
Yeah, well, Deja Thoris is. She's a red Martian.
Actually, wait, Deja Thoris. That was a Disney movie, right?
No,
don't let him bully you.
It was a Disney movie, but it was crap in my opinion.
She's the Princess of Oz.
Yeah, well, the rights have reverted to.
Are they?
Yeah. Well, they never went away from ERB, but the actual licensure has gone out.
Maybe someone else can do a good movie.
Oh, man, when I heard that Robert Rodriguez might do it, I was so excited, and that did never materialize. And then he was also going to do a Red
When has
Sonja.
anything Robert Rodriguez said he was going to do materialize besides Sin City?
I just can't believe that there's been so many Tarzan movies, but only one go at doing, my mind's gone blank.
Use your words.
Barsoom.
Barsoom, yeah. Well, I tell you, if somebody did it with the balls to do it for Zeta style, it would make so much money, even with an R rating. It would make so much money. People would love it forever. It'd be freaking awesome. You just have to have somebody who knows and loves the books and craft it properly. Again, you couldn't do it off the books perfectly, but there is definitely a movie to be made there, and Stanton Disneyfied it to some extent, but Disney, in my opinion, was not the studio to do it. They're not. Sorry, too bad. Do Tarzan that shit, but don't do Barsoom. All right, moving along down to Illustrator Monk, who is now inking his piece, and it's looking pretty damn good. Loving that. He's doing Tink with a Witchblade. We'll see what he adds, a little twist, a little character in there with it. Moving along, over to Red Robot. See part of it? Are you done, Red Robot? What are we doing?
I'm still working on it. I had to step out for a second.
Okay. And he'll be back in a minute. Going down to Phil Connect. Definitely got the Esmeralda with very nice. Looking very good. And we'll go down to Josh Spencer, and seeing definitely something going on there. I don't know what he's going to do with the boobadies, but we'll see.
I'm probably going to have to cover them up.
Yeah, that's fine. It is Disney, and cool. We got Daniel Vega, and I'm seeing looks like Witchblade stuff. Yep. There we go. Excellent, fantastic. And we'll go down finally to Zachary Bradley with Belle and the Beast, and that is, there's definitely very, very much. Belle is the Witchblade, and I think Beast is supposed to be the Darkness. And yeah, it's looking very good, very nice. All right, let's look at the time we got. We're at 10:31 right now. That means we're approximately 39 minutes out. And, so there's your time schedule, fellas. Going back to the chat, Armoron's in the chat. Armoron, are you in the chat?
Maybe.
No. Maybe. I swear I see it there. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna upset a lot of people with this picture. That's for sure.
You are?
Why?
Yeah.
Well,
because he did a sexy Lando leg.
This is a great way to get known.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. It's a great way to get known. So
I was going to say, I've never seen SJWs attack anyone.
SJWs are free advertising.
I know.
What was the last? There was one.
You would think with so much that I do, you think they would attack me, but I'm not. I've only had like maybe 2 out of the whole time stuff has gone down.
I did a She-Hulk one that got me a little bit of.
Foot Amrat says,
attention.
"Dear YouTube overlords, this is an art stream, and all the characters depicted are over 18 years of age. Thank you for your understanding." Indeed.
I don't think they care.
You never know, man. It's a weird world we live in. Tank Ferret, it's sad that you have to say that, Flit, but good for doing so. And apparently Larry Higgins is still here.
Hey, Larry.
Larry, there you go. What you doing?
Larry!
Bullet says, with an OOC, I'm offended by the lack of representation in these Witchblades. An OOC, can somebody fill me in on that acronym?
Original.
Out of character?
Out of character?
Out of character. As an out of character.
OOC means to me it's out of character.
Okay. Well, we'll find out later, I suppose. And then Armoron. Pablo, no, true. I don't know what they're talking their own thing here. Tank Ferret, what's poppin', Reb? Eric Hawkins. We're down to 19 again. We had 21. And we're down to 19. Now 18. We're losing people. That's too bad. So, guys, when this whole COVID-19, this woo thing goes away, what are you guys going to do first?
Well, I went to Colombia about 2 months ago for a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I came back 3 days before the country locked itself down.
Okay. You going back to Colombia?
I was running a fever too. I had a cold, and they were like doing screenings at the airport. So I was kind of really scared that they were gonna like screen me, check my temperature, and make me stay. And luckily, there was a doctor with me on the trip, and he got me a bunch of medicine. And so basically, I fought the cold as best I could, and I was able to get home. But I wasn't able to do everything I wanted to do while I was down there, so I want to go back and take another trip.
Well, there you go. OOC stands for Orc of Color.
Orc of Color. Oh, man. I still think that's like, the hell are you? You just decided to find something to be offended about because you're too freaking bored to do something creative in your own home.
This is EVVIEIFI, so EVIFI? I don't know. I'm not sure how to say that, but it says Phil's drawing is hot. So Phil, you got a fan. Got a fan, man.
He does good work.
Yep, Phil's drawing.
I think that's my sister.
EVIFI?
Yeah.
Can you ask her how to?
She's got a lot of sass. So watch your ass.
Can you ask her how to actually say her handle there? Evify?
It's most likely Evify.
Evify?
Yeah, she goes by Evie.
Oh, Evie. Well, let's just say Evie because it's easier than Evify.
Yeah.
All right, I have a cat that just jumped into my face. What's up, Tabby? Tabby
Hey,
Tabernacles made an appearance.
Get away, cat.
Get over from my kayak.
He actually didn't jump on me. He just went up to the side of me. So it's not as bad. It's the other cat that always jumps on me and then thinks that it's okay to use me as a pincushion with his claws, which it's not. It's not okay.
Get off me, kayak.
Evify says, tell Phil it's Evo. Okay.
It's Evo.
Evo.
Yeah.
See the next evolution?
Yep.
It's evil.
So what are you gonna do when the lockdown ends?
What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Probably continue to work and take care of my mom and maybe go hang out at the bookstore and the library. I do that sometimes.
Dress and drag and do the hula.
You're gonna go hang out in the library.
Yeah, well, it depends on if I have any extra time, which is I don't have a lot of it.
Yeah, it's for old, the library's for old people.
I know something.
Well, there was a time when I was very much into books, which I still am, and I keep them on a table now, though. So. But I like
What was
books
a
now.
book?
Yeah, he likes to go and check out that microfiche.
Microfiche is sexy, man. You wouldn't believe what you find on microfiche.
Oh, I would. Believe you me.
Believe you me.
Like little
Mark
fish?
says, tell you what I'd do. 2 chicks at the same time. Thanks, Sheldon.
I hear you, man.
Been there, done that. So.
There, done that.
You know what, man? I'll tell you what I'll do, man. 2 chicks.
2 chicks at the same time. Look out for your cornhole, bud.
Ow, okay, you need to move away.
Somebody got a case of the Mundum.
You're starting to use your claws. Now go away. Fucking cats.
You know, a while back I bought one of these drawing tablets to replace my Wacom tablet, and to be honest, I don't like it.
I hear a lot of people say that, but then I know a lot of people once they get their kind of the hang of it, they love it.
I mean, I have an iPad Pro, and I just like drawing on this a whole ton better.
Well, like my friend Whiskey Paint, who's my artist for my book, I asked him once, did you do traditional art? He says, oh, that's where I started in. He goes, it's a lot of money because he likes to paint. Like he likes to use oils, and so
yeah, oil. Right.
It starts to get expensive real fast. And then he said once I got a tablet and he's got a Wacom now. He said it was just too easy and it's cheap. Again, you don't have the finished painting, but you do have something that can be monetized. And so there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, I got like one of the competitors, like the XP Pen one. I think it was like $300 cheaper than the Wacom version, and I can kind of feel the difference now.
Well, he said that he lives in if anybody knows where Vladivostok is, it sounds very Russian, and it is because it's in Russia. It's the ass end of the Trans-Siberian highway or railway, and it literally is in Asia. It's like on the far east of Asia, and it's just north of North Korea and part of China, and it's it's literally the only big European city, quote unquote, European city in all of Asia. And
European.
Yeah, but no, get the fuck out of here. Quit trying to.
My dad once said. In the bathroom, European.
It's a dad joke. It's definitely a dad joke. But yeah, he said it's hard to sell making paintings there because it's only 500,000 people and they don't get a ton of tourism. So you make a painting, you're lucky if you sell it. And so he decided to start doing digital, and now that he's made a lot more money doing digital because he can sell all over the world, as opposed to setting up a shop or putting in a gallery or whatever.
Well, yeah, and if he's in Russia, then he's probably freezing to death.
Well, the summer's not too bad. It's actually quite nice in Vladivostok. But yeah, the winter's...
Yeah. So they say, but it seems like a whole heap of bullshit to me.
Well, it's not that far north of North Korea. North Korea gets pretty cold, but it's not terrible.
Yeah, and my dear leader is apparently dead.
That's what they say. They say the man has kicked the bucket.
I'm very upset.
Giving up the ghost.
They actually had.
He's killed his last dissident.
Had anyone noticed his replacement though?
Yeah, it's Steve Jong-un, right?
Steve Jobs?
How dare you?
How dare you? Somebody just posted Amara Jade, it looks like, as a Disney princess. It's close, but not quite there. And a guy named Alfred Jean Lewis. Very nice, though. Very nice Mara Jade.
Mara Jade isn't a princess.
No, she's not. She's a
She
Jedi,
was the
or a
she was
Sith
the-
Jedi, or Jedi Sith.
She was the hand of the Emperor.
That has a lot of connotations.
She was retconned.
She was retconned, yeah.
I got rid of her very quick.
Because they wanted to make Luke a sad sack. For some reason.
Oh yeah, man. They pretty much pick up piss all over.
It's very sad.
All over Luke.
I know. I have good ideas for if someone wanted to reboot Star Wars.
I think a lot of people have a lot of great ideas how to reboot Star Wars, but I don't think Disney's listening. And I know that Lucasfilm isn't listening.
Kathleen Kennedy isn't listening.
You want to reboot Star Wars? Here's what you do. You hire or you go back and you bring Rip Torn back from the dead. You have him be the new Yoda. Okay?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then you hire Keanu Reeves to be the new Luke Skywalker. And then you hire that guy, what's his name, DJ Qualls, to be the new Vader.
DJ Qualls.
Yeah.
It's skinny
DJ Qualls. Okay.
Yeah, he's badass.
I think that this would be just about as good as stuff that they came up with.
It would be better.
Probably.
Yeah.
It'd be better than that punted fanfic. Wait a minute, I think that's supposed to be the movies.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens if they reboot. Imagine if they do reboot the whole Skywalker and redo it in 15, 20 years when people have forgotten how shitty these films are. And but then you're going to get this. There's going to be a crowd of people that rhapsodize about how great the sequels are, and they won't let it go. It's going to be a small cadre of people, but they're going to just sit there and say these are so innovative, especially Rian Johnson's film. It took things in a way that people did not expect, and
it subverted
expectations, and it caused the saga to be so much better than it was before. And because people don't really know what a real hero is. They define the hero. The hero is not really a person that has to struggle. They just are a hero. Don't you understand? That's what it is.
I'm sorry, you lost me almost as soon as you started that whole thing. What did you say?
Well, you should get used to it. That's why every time I listen to you.
Oh, ouch. Ouch. Ooh. Oh, God, it burns. It burns.
Right on your balls.
Maron.
All right, back to the chat. Flithammer. Ah, crap. Had to step away for a few minutes. Did I miss the cat? Yes, you did. The cat was here. And then I shoot him away. Sheldon Martin says, it wasn't the usual cat, Flit. It was the other one, apparently. Yep, it was the other one. He's nice, but then he starts to get a little bit pushy because he's very stubborn. The other two I can kind of.
You would say he's a pushy cat?
He's a pushy cat. That's right.
Pussy.
Oh my goodness, the punishment I take from you people.
What do you mean, you people?
I found an app.
What do you mean, you people?
Mirror my
Go
iPad
people.
screen too.
All right. Bullet says you'll need to go back and delete all my comments about orcs, Flit. Apparently, my insensitivity is problematic. This is true.
Where did this orc thing start? Like, how did this happen?
Okay,
Does anybody
today,
know?
some dude
On
pulled out
Twitter.
like I guess orcs from the handbook, from the player's handbook. Their
D&D,
description.
like how to roleplay orcs.
Right, and then he said it's just a little blurb, and he basically said, so this is blatant racism. Obviously, orcs are a euphemism for black people, and as a race, and then it spiraled out of control from there, and obviously there are people on one side, and then they're usually the minority, but they're not to be punny, but they are the minority. And then there are the people who are actually reasonable.
We actually had some
I'm really
really
kind of
good,
curious.
Tank Ferret is left the chat. Bye, Tank. So later, folks. I gotta go prep for my show. He's gonna have a show. He has his late night shows. He gets on and does drawing, shows people what's going on. Yeah. Flit Amaret says, "No, I allow you to have free speech, Bullet, for now." Yep, he's a dick. He's not a dictator until he is a dick. Except for all franchises are dead and create your own. It's the only way forward. Yep, this is true. That's what I'm trying to do. I mean, and I think most people who are trying to make books are trying to make something that could be a franchise. And a lot of the franchises, the problem is they have been co-opted or just outright just taken by corporations. And once the corporation owns a franchise, like more than just like the original owner, the original creators, they're going to brutalize it. They're going to take it and do with it what they want. Unless there's some like in some way, like Laird and Eastman kind of guided Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles over time.
Yeah, they shepherded that for a long time.
Yeah, and so I mean, even now Eastman's involved. So
yeah, he got back involved after.
Yeah, but he got back involved after making a colossal blunder. But he got back involved. This is not what happened with Lucas. Lucas got, I think, butthurt. I'm going to say that. I know everybody loves to kiss Lucas's ass, but he cocked up the franchise in doing the prequels. Prequels had the bones, but did not have the execution. I will stand by that till the day I die. He could have brought in good writers and listened to them and created something that would have lasted and stood the test of time. Right now, people just make apologies about it and say, "Oh, it's pretty good. It's okay. The Revenge of the Sith is awesome." No, it's fucking bad. All of them are bad, but they're okay. They're fun. They're okay. Now they're
I will say this though: every time George Lucas steps up to the plate, he changes the game. Every single time.
Sure.
And it doesn't matter what he's doing. He can step up to the plate, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's this brand new technology that we've never had before.
Well, see, those
and
are
George
the
Lucas
things,
is like,
the things he should do. He should be he should be a producer. He should be the man behind the scenes, and he should be the man who says, "Okay, this is my baby. You're going to do this." But he should.
Bro,
also
you just got into a fight with some random dude earlier. Do you really want to throw down with me right now?
Oh,
do you really want to throw down with me right now?
I will take you to task. I will tan the backside of your
kettlebells
ass
for like 3 weeks, man.
And then
I got guns.
I will pickle your balls.
Oh, you'll tickle them?
I'll pickle them. Like
I
in a jar.
think you said tickle. I think you said tickle.
That's only your wishful thinking.
I heard tickle.
I mean, it is on my Amazon wish list. I'm not going to lie.
I know it's there. I looked. All right, going back to the chat. Okay.
You were just in the chat.
Bullet says,
He's always in the chat.
I know, he ignores us. We're over here drawing, and he just ignores us.
I'm gonna take him out, Evo.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
take him out.
Fine, I'll go down the paddle. You guys are so.
God damn.
Okay.
I know.
Armor on. Look at that. Ooh,
Golly
lots of color
gee.
with armor on. It's very pretty.
Golly gee.
Nice.
Jimmy's out here picking fights.
Little
What is
fringe.
going on tonight?
Little
Cheesecake
fringe going
Challenge
on.
is violent.
That's right. And then we got Cinderella. And let's go down to Humble Marty. Oops, she's doing the croc. Yep.
She's doing a what?
She's doing the croc.
Oh, I thought you said something
Oh,
else.
see, yeah, I heard talk.
Yeah, I heard something else.
You guys,
Yeah,
you guys and your not hard R.
Better brain.
Going down to Illustrator Monk. Illustrator Monk looks like he's
Phil is
finishing
gonna
up
get a
the lines. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, and he's got a Jiminy Cricket has appeared on the page. Very nice. And going on.
I have a PlayStation, but I don't play games. Do you understand me?
Are you just a player?
Okay.
All right.
But you're not a station.
I have a PlayStation, but I don't play games.
What do
you understand
play?
me, Jimmy?
With yourself?
I don't play games.
Player.
That's supposed to be intimidating, but it's just not. I'm sorry, man.
Dude, it was.
I'm sorry, it's not working.
It was. It's not going to hit you
I'm
now,
not
but
intimidated.
when you
just,
lay down,
later
when you
on,
lay down,
later on, it'll be
and
like a
you lay
delayed
your head on your
fuse, or what are we
sweet little
talking
pillow,
about
you're
here? I
gonna
don't
go,
know what's going
you're
on.
gonna
With
go,
you.
oh my god.
Oh my
Why
god.
is my butthole puckered?
Okay.
All right.
And you're gonna say, why is my butthole stretched? Because I got you.
Is that more homophobia coming out of the Cheesecake Challenge?
I'm securing my sexuality right here.
Really? Really?
I ain't scared of no.
I ain't scared of no homosexuality. We're looking at right now Red Robot, and he's got some jasmine.
Just too far.
Going on to Phil and his gaping sphincter. And this beautiful one.
He's Robert.
Oh, he added a stitch.
Rodriguez.
There's a little stitch in there. He took a stitch.
Oh, copycat.
Oh yeah, he took a stitch out of it. She's very cute. Yeah, there's Esmeralda, everybody. Esmeralda. And moving on down. Josh Spencer. Oh, look at that. He's got what's his name? It's Mickey
Olaf.
Mickey Olaf. Yeah, Mickey Olaf. I kind of like this one. It's very, very, very nice.
Thank you.
She's kind of chilly though. I'm getting kind of a frigid vibe from her. I don't know why.
She's a cold bitch.
Don't worry, she'll let it go.
Cold bitch, yeah.
She's one cold bitch.
We were sitting at 10:54.
like
That
Carol
means we got
Baskin.
6 minutes left. 6 minutes.
Like
6
that
minutes.
bitch, Carol Baskin.
6 minutes.
Oh, snap. Hold on. Everybody, hold on. I got to go pee. Don't do anything.
How about
I'm
you
looking
hold
at
on?
you.
How about you?
Stop.
How about you hold
Everyone
on,
leave.
guys?
Everyone leave. Everyone leave.
Pencils down. I got to pee.
Why do you got to pee so
Everyone
much?
go to the toilet right now.
Why
I've
do you
been,
gotta
I've
pee
been
so
drinking
much?
water.
Man,
He's a racehorse.
he's a spizz.
Really?
Okay, I'll sit up now.
He's a sieve or something. Maybe he's got a little bit too much estrogen. Who knows? All right, we're looking at
Marty?
Daniel
As an old
Vega.
man, his bladder is not what it used to be.
That's right. He's getting to be old, so gotta pee like 5 times a night. Look at that. Very nice. Kidda, that's her name, right?
Yeah, Kidda.
Yeah, she's looking good. And who's this? This is Chip or Dale?
Dale.
Dale.
I did.
I was like, we like you.
And Dale.
And then we're going down to Zachary Bradley of the World of Goma fame. You guys, World of Goma, I believe, is still either in demand or has been funded. But you need to go give him more money. You need to go put some money down on this book because it's going to be beautiful. Very, very wonderful, adventurous fantasy tale set in the world of the titular world of Goma. So go check that out. You'll be pleasantly surprised at how sexy a lot of it is, and how painterly as well. As you can see, this is how he does his work. I'm sorry, I'm pimping this, but I really do like the book. So, yeah. And Zach's been quiet. I think he has kids running
Guys,
around.
I'm back. You can start up again.
We didn't even notice you were gone. Were you gone?
What? What?
I think that Phil left for a minute. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, dude, I had to go tinkle.
Oh.
Tinkle?
Well, hope you didn't get all over you. Make sure you're wiped.
Well, I got a little bit on the floor.
That's terrible.
Little gang.
How do you do that when you sit down, man? That's weird.
Dude, I'm floor gang. All right. If anybody here is floor gang, I'm floor gang.
Okay.
Alrighty.
He likes to play like he's a fountain. He gets on his back. It's lots of fun to watch.
It is fun, dude. Look at what Zach is doing.
I know.
Someone make him stop.
It's one of those things.
Someone make him stop.
It's one of those
Someone
things.
make
You can
him
blame me for that. I gave him the idea.
I enticed Zach to come over from his usual haunts over there at Drawn and Quartered, and we're good to have him. You know what happens when you have great artists come? They up other artists' game. That's what happens.
I know.
That's what happens, Joe.
Oh yeah, because the rest of us are all jumping on Photoshop and painting like crazy.
I think yours is pretty damn good. I don't think you should sell yourself short, motherfucker.
I'm gonna have to do traditional one time.
Should we call this his Stitch Blade? Yeah, because Seldon Martin says Stitch Blade. Leho and Stitch Switch. What?
Weho?
Leho and Switch.
Oh Lord.
I'm doing the 3D stuff that I really don't. It takes a lot of time for me to sit down and just actually draw again.
Flithammer did put the World of Goma into the chat. So those of you who are in the chat, we've got 20 people right now. Please go check out the World of Goma. Check out all the things that have been posted and see if they're to your liking. I think that the World of Goma will be to most comic book people's liking, especially if you like D&D, that sort of thing, fantasy, epic fantasy, that sort of thing. By the way, there's only 6 days left to get on Goma. So, yeah.
Speaking of epic fantasy, I picked up the core book for Warhammer Fantasy.
Oh boy!
And I also
Lord.
I also picked up the core book for Warhammer 40k, Wrath and Glory, where you can play in Astartes, and I'm literally erect just thinking about it.
Don't knock anything over, all right? Just be careful.
Good for you.
No, I mean I'm standing up, Marty. Okay, get your head out of the gutter. Okay, I'm just standing up. That's what I mean by erect. Okay,
I didn't
you're
even
the
know
one.
that.
Yeah, sure.
How do you stand and draw?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm just wondering.
Because I have a very tall table and I have very short legs. I'm 6'2", but I'm mostly torso.
He's got little stubby little legs.
Okay.
Yeah, they're about as long as a normal man's calf.
Basically, Phil is the dachshund of humans.
I'm like that character that what was it, Dorf? You remember that?
Yeah.
God, who was that?
Tim Conway.
God, who was that
Tim
guy?
Conway.
Thank you so much. That would have driven me crazy.
What time we got? Where are we at? We got 1 minute. 1 minute. Is everybody pretty much done?
Yeah, pretty much.
Who's on the edge?
I have a bit to go.
I'm on the edge.
I'm always on the edge.
Trying to get this.
I'm on the edge,
All
boy.
right, I will give you another 5
Even on
minutes.
the
all right?
edge.
I want you guys to
One step closer to the edge.
I'm about to break.
edge.
Living on the edge.
Living on the edge and shit.
One step closer to the edge.
We got 21 people in the chat. You guys need to stick around so you can do the poll, which Flithammer will be putting up in another 5 minutes, since I gave him an extra 5 minutes. I want people to finish up if they can, and then Flithammer will put up a poll. You find people who have stayed around. There are 21 people there. We want you to stick around, and also the people on the panel. Go out and vote. See if we can get
And
a bunch
stick
of
around for the
voters.
after show.
Yeah, and stick around for the after show. There will be punch and cake.
There'll be cake, and there'll be
Cake and
punch and
pie.
pie.
Cheesecake, and there will be pie, cheese pie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cheese pie. What the hell is that?
Basically,
Pie.
cheesecake is kind of a pie.
It's like you took two words and you put them together. What?
Pie cake?
What?
It'd be a
Cheese
pie cake.
What?
What if you took cake and
Meat
put it on top
pie.
of a pie, and then put another pie on top of that? What would it be?
Yeah, dude. Like if you're from the Midwest, you know that like we take apple pie and we put cheddar cheese on top occasionally, and it's real good.
It is good, actually. I'm not that this is not a lie. It's actually pretty damn good. But you wouldn't expect it. There's sometimes things that you wouldn't expect that are good together.
Yeah, it's like the Midwestern horseshoe. Like nobody really understands that unless you're from my my area of the world.
I don't know that one. Can you explain?
The horseshoe is when you take two pieces of Texas toast, you put it on an oval plate, then you put a burger on each, usually like a quarter pounder, and then you put a burger on each one of the pieces of Texas toast, and then you put a pile of French fries on top of it, and then you put cheese sauce on top of that, and then you eat that for about 2.5 hours.
That doesn't sound bad at all.
What is Texas?
It'd be bad for my heart, but it sounds
Diabetes.
Yeah. You know what's
It's
really
so
good,
good.
and people don't know this? Everybody uses tartar sauce with fried fish, right? But if you got a good fried fish, either a whitefish or a cod or something, a nice firm fish, sometime go out and make yourself a good beef gravy with a lot of umami, which means savor, and then use that as your sauce for your fried fish. You will not regret it.
Yeah.
Just saying. People were like, "What? That doesn't
You're
make any
talking
sense
like
at all."
brown gravy?
It works great. What?
You're talking like brown gravy, like beef gravy, not like turkey
a
gravy.
rich beef gravy.
Hmm.
A rich beef gravy with
Like mushrooms and shit in it.
Well, if you want, but I mean, I just do straight gravy.
Well, mushrooms are where you're going to get most of the umami from.
No, I use like Vegemite. Actually, Vegemite is really good. I hate Vegemite like put on toast and stuff. I don't know why you Australians do that shit, but it makes great.
I think it was mostly because of men at work.
Where do you get Vegemite from?
Men at work.
You can get it. It's not that hard to
Really?
get. Yeah.
You just smile. Like,
There's enough Australians in the United States that want it that you can go get it. And I mean, personally, I don't understand why people want to, use a breakfast.
It's good
spread,
on toast. Toast
breakfast
with
spread
with
that you
butter.
like taken from the bottom of like a beer vat. But I mean,
Yeah. You want to, use every part of the animal.
well, I tell you
So,
though, it is. If you guys want to make a great gravy, take like a teaspoon of that stuff and put it in like a gravy boat and stir it up. And it really does add a lot of flavor. It works almost as good as just regular like stock, like speck, which is basically
Speckle?
Speck. That's what the Germans call it. Where are we at? What time we got? We got a minute. How close you guys are done?
Oh, looks like Tech's way behind. Looks like Tech is way behind tonight. What's going on over there?
I don't know.
I think this is the first time. I think this is the first time I might actually. I didn't make it the colors.
All right, well,
What?
no colors for Tech. That means
Somebody's going to be sitting in the corner after the show tonight.
And we got
It's
Red Robot.
okay,
I think that Illustrator Monkey's done. He didn't do colors either, but he did do lots of detail. So,
Yeah, he did do a
and then we
Monk
got
did
Red
another
Robot.
classic Monk clutch shot.
Red Robot, are you done? Are you kind of? How much time do you think it'd be to finish this?
You guys can go ahead and finish. I mean, I don't think I'll be able to get it done tonight.
All right, you did a good job. You really put an effort in there, but it looks not bad. Like we can tell who it is. Definitely looks like Jasmine. So yeah, I think we're at 5 after 11. Did I say 5?
Nice.
Go at it. 5 more minutes.
All right. Here we go. And that's going to make all the difference.
It is going to make all the difference. Encourage these guys. They can do it. I believe in
I
you.
was gonna say,
I believe in you.
You can do it. You can
Spencer.
do it.
Spencer, we've seen you do like whole things in 5 minutes.
That's true.
Armoron does that all the time, man. Like he'll finish his thing, and then all of a sudden he'll show up with another piece. And I'll be like, "What? Jigga, what?"
Not today.
Yeah, it happens. All right, Dreaded Dinosaur is in the chat. He got done with his piece, and he said that Put it in there. Vote for Cinderella on model, baby. Full color. Boom. Boom. Yep, on model and with color. Definitely. So is that Armoron did that too. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Sheldon Martin says, I'm Midwest. Horseshoe is a myth. What do you say to that? What do you say to that, Phil?
I'd say that's a load of horse shit.
We'll see how Midwest you are. How big is your chicken or your tenderloin sandwich at your local restaurant?
Usually, like, because they pound them out, so like usually they're as wide as like a sheet of comic book paper.
That's pretty.
I worked in kitchens for like 20 years. Like when someone would order pork tenderloin, you would just sit there, you just beat the hell out of it until it was like wafer thin, and then you would fry it up.
Wafer?
And, yeah, wafer thin.
Wafer. That must be a Midwestern thing.
Yeah,
I have wafers here.
No, like wafer thin.
Wafer?
From the Monty Python.
Do you throw a Frasby?
Ever since moving up to Michigan, can't find a good chicken fried steak, can't find a good pork tenderloin anywhere.
Dude, just come down to Springfield, bro.
Springfield, where?
Illinois. Like, we'll hook you up. You go to a place called Moltener's downtown, it'll change your life. You go to a place called Darcy's Pint, it'll change your life a little bit more. You come to my house, I'll hook you up.
Eric Hong says,
you'll be like, Phil, I can literally put wheels on this pork tenderloin and skateboard down the street with it.
Nice.
Eric Hawkins says,
the bun is more of a garnish.
Open face sandwich originating in Springfield, Illinois.
Yeah, if you want to get silly about it, then yeah.
Open face sandwich.
But it's the horseshoe. We don't use those fancy $2 words like open face sandwich.
Can I tell you something like a meatball sandwich here in Utah? There isn't a place in the state that does a meatball sandwich properly. There's an Italian place that says that it's a meatball sandwich, but nobody does it properly. They don't get the meatballs the size they should be, and when they do it, they don't put it. Everybody tries to eat it like it's a sandwich, like you're sticking it in your mouth. They don't realize that you need to pull out the fork. It's really weird.
Is it a suppository?
What, a meatball sandwich?
Yeah. I mean, isn't that the inevitable goal is to get it in your mouth, or is it a suppository in Utah?
I don't know, but what I'm saying is how they eat it. They pick it up and then they hold it in their hand and they have like the sauce dripping everywhere and they're like, "This is really messy." I'm like, "Yeah, that's why you get the plate with it." Anyway,
bro, you lost me.
It's not easy.
No more.
It's not hard to do.
Meatballs.
Phil is full of fire tonight. That's what Flit Amaranth says. Flit's always full of fire. He's full of piss and vinegar.
Flit's always full of fire.
And he's peeing it all over.
Flit is fire. Flit is super fire. TNT.
Super fire. All right, we're getting close to 10 after. Where are we at now, guys? Where are we at? I'm looking at. I've white boxed our young red robot, and he looks like he's done quite a bit.
Alton. Where is Alton? Where is Alton close to? I can't remember. I used to be a truck driver, and I can't remember.
All right.
That's past Jacksonville.
Are you pretty much done?
No, that's not.
Red?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah. All right. We're hitting the 10 after, so this is the time I told you originally. I just got goofed in my head for some reason, of course.
Goofed.
It wasn't just the program that everything started falling into place. I was just really struggling with that Photoshop on that screen.
Yeah, well, you're doing all right. It looks good. All right, I think we're done. Gonna go down the thing. Flit, do me a favor. Please put the poll in the chat. Flit. One of these days we're gonna get Flit on here, who is actually a good artist himself, and maybe we'll get Pablo Romero.
Oh, from St. Lou. Yeah, I've got family down in Effingham.
Who are you talking to?
Eric Hawkins.
I'm talking to Eric Hawkins, son. We're bonding.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. That's all right. Okay.
Oh, boy. You guys are being dirty with food in the chat. You food
all right.
degenerates.
Straw poll. What's that all about?
we got a straw poll in there. So let's go down the line. I want you guys to take a look. We're gonna go armor on first. There's his finished piece of. Don't cover it up.
Hang on, I'm trying to.
What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Oh, look at
Whoops,
that.
What you doing, man?
Hello.
Hang on, where is it?
I don't know.
Just give me a second.
There
There we go.
We just keep seeing more boobs. All right, there we go. There we go. That's Pocahontas, and hopefully this causes a lot of controversy. I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens with a certain segment of the population who gets upset over, ethnic people being portrayed in whatever manner. She does have a large rack. Yeah, there it is. If you find this to your liking, you should vote for it. Moving on down the way, we got Eric Hodson, the dreaded dinosaur himself, who has brought Cinderella to the page in a very risque manner with from the little raccoon. Good enough.
She's ready to kick some stepsister butt.
All right, and then we got Humble Marty, who did Snow White with kind of a golden tone Witchblade, and she brought in from another film. Croc from Peter Pan, right on. Cool. Very colorful as usual, but with a little bit of dark stuff in the back, and apparently things are racist on the panel tonight. But that's all right. Moving along with no color, so those points have to be deducted. However, we're talking. Look at all that. Look at all that work, all that detail. Very nice. This is a Tinkerbell. With Jiminy Cricket. Again, another cross movie.
Jiminy Cricket, depiction of the classic black man.
Oh boy.
Racist!
He's not an orc. Then we have Jasmine. I do not see another character in here, Red Robot. I think we might have to deduct some points.
Racist!
But she's a very nice Jasmine. Way to go. Appreciate it. Looks good. And she's got the Witchblade going on.
Cool.
All right. And then we're going down to Phil. Phil has half his picture on display.
Oh,
fact,
sorry.
Now it's we're just seeing the
she's
other
a very
half.
tall picture. I'm using comic book paper,
He doesn't know how to refocus his framing. That's all right.
Don't hate, dude. All of this discrimination, it's getting to me. I can't handle it.
This is why we don't employ him on the set. And we'll go. Isn't it very nice? And that's Esmeralda with Stitch down there in the bottom. Very good. Thanks. Very nice, Phil. Going over to Josh Spencer, he's got
not
Elsa
racist.
and Olaf, Mickey Olaf, the mouse Olaf. Very nice composition. Very well colored. Did a great job. Fantastic. Followed all the things that were on the thing. And then we have down the end here. We've got not the end, but the very penultimate person on my panel at least is Mr. Dale Tech Vega, Danny Vegas, as we call him here on the show on the Cheesecake Challenge. He didn't get any color tonight, but he did seem to do all the inking, and got Dale there, and that is Kidda from Atlantis with the Witchblade. Very nice, very good.
Now that I think about it, I think that's the first time I've drawn Dale.
Yeah, and it's not a bad Dale. See, it shows you have things far beyond just doing elves.
It's a little racist, but it's good.
Racist. And finally, the last on the from left to right, from my perspective, is Zachary Bradley, bringing with Belle and the Beast. We're playing Witchblade and the Darkness, and then I think there's is that Mickey up behind? I think so. That's Mickey behind.
It's so good. It's so good. It makes me sick.
It is very nice. You've done very well.
Good.
I love the sepia tone. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it a lot.
But it's also so racist. Oh God.
Oh my gosh, is that an orc? I didn't realize that's an orc. Oh.
Who cares?
Terrible.
It looks good.
Terrible.
Can we draw all
on the panel? So much racism. I'm a
We gotta
racist
go all
for giving you guys a platform. I'm a total racist for giving you all a platform. All right. Let's see. Let's look. You guys need to go and you need to put. The Snowman has white privilege. That's what Sci-Fi Snob says. And then Pablo Romero Art says absolutely racist. Everything is racist.
Everything is racist.
Racist.
Everything's racist.
I would like to point out that mine is the only one that is not racist.
Bullcrap. It's racist too. It's
No.
Stitch.
No. I
Stitch
checked.
Stitch is
I
a
checked
tiny little
with the-
orc.
I checked
Everybody
with the-
knows that.
With the High Council of SJWs, and they all agree that mine is not racist.
Stitch is
and
a
everyone
tiny
else is,
little orc. Everybody knows
especially
that.
Spencer's, because his is blatantly a white woman.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all white.
And she obviously has the most privilege of all of the characters on the panel tonight. Although
right.
technically, I guess that Daniel, his character, because she's not colored, is.
Oh my gosh! What did you say?
Colored? Come on, man.
Colored?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
You looking
can
for a
judge
water
me.
fountain or something, brother? Come on.
You can judge me
You
for
need to
saying
say
colored.
It
but
doesn't
you can't
have
judge
color.
the drawing
You
because
you said
the council,
colored.
the
That
High
is
Council
so
of SJWs
insensitive.
has decreed
Oh
that
my
my
god.
drawing is not racist.
Bullet says you guys are going to need some orc sensitivity training, and most races.
We need to call HR right now and get this guy
Yeah.
in a. Yeah.
Has everybody gone and voted in the chat and on the panel? Have you gone and voted? Go vote right
I think
now.
we have a
Go vote.
three-way tie for first.
What's the monkey ball
That's
sack?
impossible.
It is totally possible.
I don't think that's possible. It can't be possible. Oh, wait a minute.
It's
Hang on, let me just send the straw poll link to all my friends. Just
yeah, I'll do the same.
Okay. Well, we only have 17 votes. That means the panel and the chat only made 17 votes out of 21. That doesn't make any sense.
Come
That
on,
doesn't-
people.
What
Mine
do you
clearly
miss?
looked like it stepped out of the
Vote
freaking
now.
movie.
Vote now.
Come on. Go
Vote
vote.
now.
Go vote. Go vote. What's wrong with you people? Do it.
Oh, is this going to be another one of those nights
Zachary-
where Mr.
Zachary-
Vega gets 300 votes?
Of course he wins.
Oh yeah.
I win.
We have a winner now.
Yeah.
Zachary ticked over to 4 votes.
What? Well, that makes sense. I mean, his is the most racist, but it's also the purtiest.
Why do you
Mine-
have?
mine
Why
has
do
a
you have
pink
to
tail.
go after my white supremacist stream? Why do you have to do that? It's hard enough for
So
us
you admit it.
whites in the world right now. You have to go after us. It's terrible.
It's
It is.
oh, now we have a two-way vote, two-way tie.
Oh
Me-
man.
Oh,
Oh man.
It's not easy being white. It's not
Let's go back
easy
and check again.
being
We got 19.
brown.
According to mine, we have 19 votes. We need to get 20 votes because there's
So
20
much
people in the chat.
pressure to be
Has
right.
Everybody voted.
People are
I
leaving
got
now.
children all
People
over
are leaving?
town.
Oh no, some are back.
Jay Chapansky, you have the best name in the history of ever.
All right.
If my last name had chimp in it, I would be so happy.
We have 21 votes.
I would.
am calling it. We have 21 votes. So let's call it. All right. Here we go.
Oh man,
What? What's wrong with you? 22 votes.
we had another. We got 22 votes
Oh
now.
man. Okay. I'm redoing it.
Did nothing, I swear.
Okay.
Ron,
I
did
didn't
you
change my
tweet?
VPN
You
server
tweeted
to
this
vote
out,
yet.
didn't you?
Didn't.
You tweeted out the link and got everyone to vote for you.
No.
No. No.
I'm not guilty at
I
all.
don't have sketchy eyes. No.
No.
Don't look at me.
All right. Here we go. In last place, sadly, with there are 3 people in last place, with 1 vote apiece, 5% of the vote, with 22 votes. Daniel Tech Vega, Daniel Vegas, and Illustrator Monk, surprisingly,
Racist.
and Humble Marty, and that's very surprising. It's all surprising. And, well, you're off the podium, sadly, but you did a great job. Moving up.
You're off the island.
Yeah, you're with 2 votes apiece. 9% of the vote of 22 votes. Red Vobot and Phil Connect.
Oh! Did I
wait,
beat
no.
Monk?
And then for a tie, for the bronze, Josh Spencer and Eric Hodgson, a dreaded dinosaur. 14% of the vote, 3 votes of 22 votes. With the silver, coming in with the silver, 18%, 4 votes, Zachary Bradley.
Oof.
And with the gold, I think he jury rigged this. I think he did a mail-in.
No, I didn't.
He really did. I think he did a mail-in. I'm kidding. He did a great job tonight. With 5 votes, 23% of the vote of 22 votes, Armoron takes the gold. Yay! All right, that's fantastic.
I'll take Zachary's vote as well because I came up with the idea.
Yeah, that's true. This is true.
Well, as we know, the prize for this is helping me decide for the next theme. Of course, everybody kind of puts in whoever's in the Cheesecake chat. Start fomenting an idea and lay it on me, and then if I like it, then it will be done. But it was a good one tonight. I always say this, but like the concept tonight really was kind of cool. Witchblade on Disney princesses. It was lots of fun, and then we got a little bit of fun with some cartooning in there. Armron did a great Pocahontas, and I think that Zach did a great Belle, and it was wonderful. It's a wonderful.
And there's a whole lot of racism.
Yeah, a whole lot of racism for those who love racism. So you got 20 people in the chat. I'm glad about that. Let's see how many people liked. If you could like the show and maybe sign up for the stream for my channel, that would be great too. We have 254 subscribers. Maybe one of these days we'll hit 300. Maybe one of these days we'll hit 1,000, and maybe I can monetize the super chats.
Dude, go PewDiePie numbers.
Yeah, 100 million. Yeah.
PewDiePie.
I don't even know how to game. Yeah, Paulo Romero Art says racism wins. Sheldon Martin says beautiful pieces tonight. Yes, they were. We have good artists that show up. We are lucky that way, and they bring all kinds of different styles and vibes and flavors. But when they come, they bring their A game, and it looks really beautiful. I really appreciate it. What?
Pablo is really right here. I think we should talk about how racism really did win tonight.
Jason Vansky says, I'm thinking of changing my name to Space Pirate. I'm not sure, though. All right, then. And he also says the alligator rocks. So there you go, Marty. Whether racism won or not is not the core contention upon the show. The core contention is whether or not we had fun. And I think we did. We goofed around. We made great art. And that is probably the most important thing. We bring art into the world, and that is not a bad thing ever. So thanks for everybody coming out. Let's go down the panel one last time. We'll see if we want to show stuff. Armron, you want to show your ability to commission beautiful stuff?
Yeah, just doing my own little thing, just doing some mainly just random stuff. But yeah, I'm doing commissions. I got one commission I should have started on ages ago, but yeah, just being really busy in real life.
Well, that's not a bad thing per se.
Yeah.
And your appreciation for the Lord's breasts always keeps things interesting. So
thanks.
Yeah. And for those of you who want to go get a commissioned art piece from him, he's on Twitter, and check him out. Then we go down to Eric Hodgson, the dreaded dinosaur. Do you want to show anything what you're doing right now?
Well, you can go hit me up on my website, please. Eric, ERIKHODSON. Someone could drop that in the chat. That'd be awesome. So, erichodson.com. Please click on Buy Prints and help me pay my rent this month.
Do so. And go check out his prints. Maybe get a commission. You never know. Buy his comic books. Do whatever he needs to do, because he lives in Detroit, and damn. Okay.
Oh, Zach, you son of a bitch. That is so good.
Marty, do you want to tell anybody about anything? We put your book out there.
Yeah, since my book's already out there. There's also a Burrito Avenger book out on Kindle that's by the Prometheus.
Fantastic. So get Burrito Avenger and Cock Porn. I mean, corkhorn.
The Adventures of Cork.
You got him saying it now.
All right. Moving down the line. Illustrator Monk, what do you want to show in your very energetic way?
New Age Ninja Corps. Check
Fantastic.
it out. I have some prints there.
He does, and they're wonderful prints. He also has done covers for several different things. So go check out him on Twitter. Illustrator Monk is becoming very in demand. People like his work, even though it didn't seem to pan out tonight. But I did love that piece, man. Very nice. Moving down, we're going to go to Red Robot. You want to show anything?
Yeah, you can check out my work at redrobot3d.com. Be warned though, a lot of it is very not safe for work. I do a lot of 3D pinup illustrations and comics over there. But I want to get back into drawing regularly.
Well, you did a good job tonight. You forgot the little extra character, but other than that, looked pretty good. Appreciate you being here, and you're always welcome, man.
Hey.
Moving down to Phil Connect.
Well, first of all, I would just like to thank everybody in the chat for being so good and only being marginally racist, including you, Flit. I'm watching you. And you can find me on the Twitters at BigFuzzy666. You can find me on the Instagrams at MetaChain242. I am currently working on my inaugural comic book, The MetaChain 242, and I am finishing up my third book called Autumnville 3, The Boys of Autumn. And other than that, I am doing the occasional commission, which I don't like. And I don't want you to hit me up for a commission unless you absolutely have to. But if you do, I will do so. That's it.
That's one way to sell yourself. Flint says, Phil is really hung up on this racism thing. What is he hiding? And he says, kick Phil. Okay, moving down the panel.
Kick me,
Josh
bro.
Spencer.
Kick me, bro.
Josh Spencer, beautiful, nice Elsa tonight. I really think this is a lot of fun. She is very thick. How's you do stuff? Do you have anything you want to tell about?
I am open for commissions. If you're interested in getting a pinup or a caricature, I haven't done many caricatures for a while, but that's one of the things I do. And yeah, you can hit me up on Twitter or Instagram at SpencerToons and send me a note.
There you go. Obviously, he has the ability to do very voluptuous and curvy and beautiful women. So go hit him up, get a commission, and you'll be pleasantly surprised with the results. All right, going over to our friend Danny Vega. Danny Vegas, baby, Tech Corner. Tell us what's up.
I'm still looking for commissions. Well, I'm taking commissions. I'm sorry, looking for commissions. I'm taking commissions. You can find me at the Tech Corner on Twitter and Instagram, also on YouTube. And I am working on a comic for a client, and we should be putting that up in June, I think.
June, fantastic. Good work. That's one of the few times he hasn't gotten color in there, but it's still, the line work is quite nice. Finally, but last but not least, Zachary Bradley of Golma fame. Tell us what's going on, man.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Zach_DB, and right now I have my Project Live Golma, and here's some cheesecake from that.
Nice.
This one was done by Siege, and I did the colors. And so yeah, and we just got a new backer, which was awesome. Josh Metz. Josh, thank you.
Josh is in the Cheesecake chat. He's been on the panel before. Thank you for backing our friend Bradley, Jack Bradley, because this is a beautiful project that any of us would be wonderful to have it on our shelves, and I think you should go get it if you have the finances to do so.
One day
Oh.
it'll be on everybody's shelf.
One day it'll be on everybody's shelf. Everybody will know the name of Zachary Bradley Dolman. All right. Thank you guys for coming out. We will come up with a new theme next week for the Cheesecake Challenge here on Slick Jimmy Speaks. If you want to go out and look at my book, which is still in demand, which is late, very late, but we're getting very close to finishing up the final lettering, and then we will compile the book and put it together properly for print, and it won't be much longer. So get it while you can. That's Little Girl Lethal on Indiegogo, and it has Sugar Light Speed, a very naughty, very nasty sometimes girl who has a sweet side. You just have to dig a little deeper to find it.
I got a sneak preview of it, and it's super good.
Thank you, I appreciate that. It is fabulously rendered by my friend Whiskey Paint, and I have written it and created the world. It's not for kids. I just want to warn people. Yeah, you can get a modest and an immodest, and modest is still quite risque. Immodest is very risque, and would be a hard R. Let's put it that way. There you go. That's my book. You can find me on Slick Jimmy Speaks here every Monday night, 9 o'clock. Maybe once in a while I'll put another live stream or video up, but not that often. But you'll find me here, and you can find me on Twitter at Slick Jimmy Love, and I'm very accessible. Y'all have a great night. I'm glad to have you guys here. Stay safe, stay healthy, and practice prudence. But go out there and live your life. Don't be.
Wash your hands.
What was that?
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Yeah. Wash your ass.
And wear condoms.
And all that good stuff. Everybody, thank you for being in the chat. Thank you for being on the panel. Everything was a great thing tonight, and we'll come up with a great theme next week. And I'm going
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for being a friend. Yeah. Okay. Got to find how to get this off, and now we're going off. And goodbye.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.